expression. There's no right or wrong way to ride BMX. It's a form of art, form of expression. It's how you feel. It's like music. I'm Kevin Plaza. Super stoked to be a part of the Swatch Pro team.
Hey, sorry, we're just chatting between us over here. What are we doing? Thanks for joining us. It is, of course, Swatch Battle of Hastings 2025, and we have reached the BMX final. Now, my name's Sept, and I'm going to be taking you through the action as it unfolds, as I have done for the past few days. But I am joined, of course, by somebody who's as big a legend on the bike as he is off the bike. It is, of course, the legend that is Chris Doyle. How you doing, sir?
I appreciate it, Seb. Just super excited to be here with you. Day 4 of Swatch Battle of Hastings. We've seen so much action so far. This is such a special event, and I'm just so happy to have front row seats with you here calling the shots. Today's going to be a lot of fun.
It is going to be a lot of fun, and we've had a lot of fun already over the past few days, right? So we've already seen the Plaza session go down. Hope you saw that. Then we saw Swatch Beach Jam Best Trick. That's a tongue twister every time I say that. And then, of course, we had the Monster Park session yesterday and the Vans Best Trick. It has been going off, right?
Yeah, absolute mayhem all day long. I mean, we saw in the Plaza sessions, we saw guys going off there out on the beach, the vibes, and on the box jump, on the quarter pipe, legends like Ryan Nyquist. We had Olympians, we had X Games gold medalists, we had newcomers. So we have a little bit of everything here. And then we had the park session yesterday, Best Trick, and today's not going to be a disappointment either.
Now, as a man who's got many, many accolades under his belt from some of the biggest competitions in the world, tell us how this differs from those types of competitions that you used to take part in.
Well, BMX is an individual sport, but they've really brought the team aspect to competition for BMX here at Swatch Battle of Hastings. So it's really an interesting dynamic. We have the team captains who have all strategically picked their riders that they want to compete for them. So they're working as a team to get the best overall result.
That's right. Now, if you're not familiar with the format, if you've never seen it before, I don't know where you've been on this BMX planet over the past few years, but we've prepared a little VT just to remind you the competition format. Check it out and we'll be right back. So there you go. That was a little reminder of how the competition format goes down. And right here, we've got Swatch Battle of Hastings, finals board. Bottom 3 teams, unfortunately, Hedrick, Prankenberg, and Jones just missing out this year. But then we've got our finalists.
Yes, we have the 5 teams that we're going to be seeing here today. We see their results from the Plaza sessions, the Beach Jam, and the Park session, Best Trick. And you see Kevin Peraza's team is looking pretty fierce right now, being chased by Team Jack Clark. Now, Jack Clark was in the lead prior to yesterday, so we can see this leaderboard shakeup. Jordan Godwin's team could do it, of course, but down there, the lowest qualifying team was Team Watts. And you see on the Best Trick, they only got that 1 point. That's because George Navushin's trick was done after time, unfortunately, so they only got 1 point there. So unfortunate for them. However, they are in the finals. They can make up some ground. And then, of course, Josh Dove.
Josh Dove. I mean, he's won more than any other captain or any other rider, I think. So he knows a thing or two about winning and how to get to the top of that leaderboard again. I mean, a few points out at the moment, but if anybody can do it, Dovey's team can do it.
Yeah, if Josh Dove doesn't know how to win this contest, then I don't think anybody does, because he's done it so many times. I think they could make up some serious ground on today's competition.
Yeah, exactly that. So we need to take a little look at the starter rider list and who's coming in. So we're going to get a little screen up for that one. There we go. Heat number 1, Team Watts. Now, what differs today about the other days as well? You were riding with maybe 1 or 2 of your teammates and you were mixed in with other teams. Today, you're out there unleashed with all of your team.
Each heat has their own time with the course. So we're going to see Team Watts. They're going to be first because they qualified in 5th, so they're going to be going first. We have George Navushin, Cole Volker, the legend Ryan Nyquist, and of course, Team Captain Jason Watts, all very capable bike riders. It's going to be really fun to watch these guys because they kind of have to set it off how the finals are going to go.
Yeah, it's always the worst to be the first team in because you kind of set the tone. But heat number 2, Team Dove. So Daniel Sandoval, Isaac Downey needing to step in, Dan Lacey needing to step in. We've had a few soldiers go down over the past few days, and then Dovey leading the pack out. Heat number 2, we'll see these guys. Heat number 3.
Mr. Jordan Godwin has been consistent all weekend long. So Stuart Chisholm, who was a sub in, we saw him do that big wall ride to Flair yesterday, showing why he should be here. Alex Donachie, Rim Nakamura, and of course team captain Jordan Godwin. I think this has been the most consistent team, so we'll see if they step it up.
Yeah, that's right. Heat number 4 then, Team Clark. So Team Clark, he came in through the qualifying process. So they're kind of like the wild card entrant really into it. But he deserves to be here, Team Clark. I mean, and then he's picked his team. Justin Dow, Joe Jarvis, Garrett Reynolds, and himself, Jack Clark. That is a team.
That's a solid team right there. I mean, I think Jack knew what he was doing when he was picking his team. He has the Olympian, he has Joe Jarvis, he has Garrett Reynolds, the guy that's won more X Games gold medals than anyone else in the world. But the last team that we're going to be seeing with the course is Team Kevin Peraza. And just look at those names on your screen right there and try to find fault in any one of those riders. I dare you. We have Logan Martin, the Olympic gold medalist, Courage Adams, Boyd Hilder, and of course, team captain Kevin Peraza himself.
That is a strong old lineup there. That is a strong old lineup. Peraza knows what he's doing when he's picking a team. And we bring all of the best riders in for Swatch Battle of Hastings, but we have to bring in the best judges as well. And that's exactly what we have here. We've got Christy Hughes, and then on the end, Hank, David, Cleworth. These guys travel the globe, judging on BMX and mountain bike. And then we've got 2 names in the middle that if you don't know who these guys are, then you need to go back to school. Ruben Alcantara and Van Homan.
Yeah, I can't imagine. And I have ridden contests that were judged by these gentlemen, these ladies and gentlemen. And, to know that guys like Ruben and Van and Cleworth and Christy, they're watching you, it makes you a little bit extra nervous, if I'm being totally honest.
That's what all the riders were saying in the Plaza session the other day, because the Plaza session was a real shred sesh between riders. But they was it's nervous because you see the feet dangling down from the judges, and you can see them there.
Yeah.
But this is the Swatch finals now, and this is the format. So the top 5 teams, as we already said, 1 heat per team, as we said. 2 visits per rider to the course, each visit 50-second long. And on their second visit at the end, they get 3 attempts for a best trick. 3 attempts for a best trick.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how those final 3 visits play into the overall scores, because you're coming in, you're doing your 3 hardest hits at the end of your second run. You're going to be tired. You're going to be sweating. But you really have to feed off the electricity that's in the building right now and the noise that the fans are making. And man, I like being here with you, Seb, but I mean, to be out there on the course is something special.
Yeah, it's going to be really special. It takes a lot to put on this contest, as you can imagine, and some workshops went down and went on before the contest even got close to started. So let's check a little VT out to see how we get to where we are.
Everyone can appreciate triathlon, especially in this surrounding, like really close to the action, and 700 people are going to be packed around this church. That's going to be so sick.
We are switching up the beach jam for 2025. We're actually going to lose the rail and we're going to bring in something like this. We're bringing back the Plaza sessions, but we're changing it up. See you in September.
Sick.
Awkward to get away from it.
There we have it, showing you the workshops and how we got to where we are with Swatch Battle of Hastings 2025, and of course some adverts from our sponsors. And now we are in the Coliseum. There are the guys, the main guys, Daryl Now and Andy Zeiss. They're going to be taking the live crowd through the antics of today. Daryl looking as fresh as always.
Always with the flyest gear, Mr. Daryl Nah from Long Island, New York, a guy that's been a lifelong BMXer, a guy that put out videos since he was 15 years old, put out Trailblazing back in the day, which actually featured riders like Van Homan. So these guys go way, way back, and Andy Zeiss, who's a world traveler himself, who is another ultimate hype man such as Daryl. So
Really is.
There's no two better guys for the job than hype up the crowd, hype up the riders, and as a guy that's ridden at contests where Daryl has been announcing and Andy's been announcing, you start to hear their voices and it starts to give you those butterflies.
You feel the nerves, can't you? Yeah, it starts to come. And in there especially so. I'm not sure whether you've been to a Source Park before, but this place is it's enclosed. It feels like the crowd are on top of you when you go around that bowl.
It really does. You feel the crowd's energy in the Source Park. I mean, and you can hear, you see them banging on the fiberglass right there. It gets loud. It is hot. It is quite the scene in there. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, with Daryl and Andy hyping up the crowd, it is electric.
Yeah, I cannot wait to get this started. Riders are getting ready. Andy and Daryl just getting the crowd hyped, getting them ready. And we hope you guys are ready back there. So don't forget, we have got you on the comments again. So we'll try and read out loads of comments, ask us questions. I think possibly the first person we're going to have in is George Navusian. So if you've got any questions for George, give us those in a few minutes. I'll remind you. But give us some comments. Make sure they're kind. There's enough hate in the world, ain't there? Come on, be kind out there. But we'll give you some shout-outs.
George from Greece, Cole Volker, Ryan Nyquist, and of course the team captain, Jason Watts, are going to be the first team that we're going to be seeing We see once again Andy pumping up the crowd, getting people into it, getting them excited for about what is about to go down.
Look at that. Here we go. This is going to be it then. Team Watts. As Chris was just saying there, big names. Cole really surprised me. Cole was awesome.
Yeah, and Cole is awesome. He's on his way up in BMX right now.
Damn
He
straight.
is definitely an up-and-comer right now, just turned pro, and he's been on a few road trips. He's putting out a lot of content. Really a fun guy to watch. I mean, he's 25 years old. He's son of Lord Dave Volker.
Exactly.
A man that needs no introduction.
He comes from good stock, let's put it that way.
Absolutely. And I asked him the other day, I said, hey, was your father hard on you? Did he want you to ride? He's like, my dad never pushed me in any direction. He wanted me to blaze my own path. And then I found BMX, and here I am. And then I was like, what's it like? Do you ride with your dad? He's like, oh, yeah, every once in a while. Like,
Yeah.
he talks about it like it's no big deal. I'm like, that's got to be crazy
So-
to ride with Lord Volker.
He said as well, he said to me, he was like, do you know what? It's not the pressure of being Lord Volker's son. It's the pressure that other people put on you. Right, and we're in. George, opening it up. Getting a bit of street business done first. Go on, George.
Now, we saw George yesterday in Best Trick, but we haven't really seen him ride the bowl too much. We know he backflipped out of that van's vert wall into the bowl. Took him a long time, but he finally got it done. Let's see what he's got once he's inside the bowl, showing you that big transfer onto the Swatch wall.
He made that look too easy. That is not an easy line.
It's hard to land smooth on that.
Yeah. We saw Nyquist doing that as well yesterday. That wall ride to bars in. Foot jamming at the top, switching it back, getting some speed up. Yes.
There's that big 270, and you saw how he jarred when he landed on it. It's hard to make that look smooth. Backflip, fly out onto the volcano.
We know he's going to go upside down. We just, it's a matter of where he's going to go upside down.
He's so comfortable with the backflip stuff, as we've seen in the Plaza session, as we saw in Best Trick. Like, he is really comfortable. When he goes upside down, it's almost like he's more comfortable.
Yeah, it really is. Well, slightly first run, I've ridden a few competitions myself in the past, and it's never nice being the first rider in, is it?
No, it's always like, you always want to get that first ride into the bowl over and done with, whether it's a good run or a bad run. It's just getting that first one out of the way, but it is always nerve-wracking being the first ones to have to set off a contest such as this.
And now we've got the man we were just talking about, Lord Volker's son, Cole Volker. Yes, love that line. Big three, straight to flat, locks in the Manny. Yes, taking the long route.
I like how he rode that wall and then pulled out back into the transition. Little undown right there.
Yeah, he's using, one of the criteria the judges, use of course, unique lines. So all the riders are looking for that.
Look at that. He's covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time, too. Showing the tail up into the shallow end.
He's put a shift in as well. He was doing Best Trick yesterday. He did the Plaza session the other day. They're really getting the most out of him.
Got the nose wheelie to 180 to end things off for Cole Volker.
Yeah, he'll be stoked with that one again. That settles the nerves, got it done. Remember that everybody gets 2 runs on the course, 50 seconds per run, and it's your highest scoring run that counts when you're in the final. So you get that first one done, and you're like, okay, that's points on the board, and that means you can kind of rip the lid off a little bit on that second one, right?
Shake the nerves off a little bit. A guy that's no stranger to shaking off nerves is this man right here, Mr. Ryan Nyquist, who has beaten me in just about every major competition that I've ever been in. So he's still out here. I'm in the commentary booth, but he's still out here. He's still progressing. We saw him on the beach session, 720 suicide no-hander. We saw the no-footed can-can bar spin straight into the 540 double bar spin. So he's still progressing.
He's surprising himself. That's what he was kind of saying to us. He was like, you know what? I've surprised myself this week.
And he's so stoked to be here. Almost emotional to be invited to this contest. Check him out.
Yeah, there we go.
There's that wall ride to bar spin, similar to what his teammate just did.
Oh, classic.
Suicide double truck into the shallow.
Yeah, Nyquist. Keep it
Eyes
going.
on the spine. Rocket X up.
Yeah, and the flare as well.
Got his son Jameson at home watching.
There's the half bar. Oh! He did that like every time in warm-up. The half bar to half bar back, but it just gets tangled up in it this time.
And believe me when I tell you, when your bars go backwards, it changes the whole geometry of your bike. It makes things so hard, so I understand what happened there. A guy that Ryan used to really look up to was Joey Garcia. Joey Garcia used to do a lot of half bar spin tricks. He would hit a set and do a half bar spin truck, and then hit the next set and do a tail up with his bars backwards. So like, must be a NorCal thing.
Yeah, it must be. Right, so one rider left, Team Capitan, Jason Watts. Now, you know, he rides this different to anybody else. He finds lines that no other rider is going to try and attempt. Do you think it gives him an advantage because he kind of helped build this place?
I think it does. I think he kind of built it to how he likes to ride, which is fast and loose, if I might say. But keep an eye, he likes to go in both directions.
Yes.
Big one-footed X up. He's so comfortable in both directions. It's like he has no set direction, really. He's ambidextrous, and he shreds, man. He took a big slam early on in this weekend.
Oh, yeah, getting the lines. Big 1 foot tapes. Tucking in 3. Oh, just gets tangled up, tags the back end.
It's a 3 no-hander to sprocket stall.
Intentional.
Of course.
Yeah, keep it going, Jace. Yeah. Huge turn down, transfer. Getting up, involved in the rest of the course now. Like I said earlier, the judges are looking for use of course as well, so they love it when the park guys come and get, you know, involved in the street.
I always liked the riders that could ride a little bit of everything.
Always.
But if you didn't notice, when his shirt goes up on the back, you see that K-tape that he's got that the medics put on there because he took that big slam early on in the weekend, and he's been nursing a little bit of a sore back, so he's still out here shredding, putting on a good show for the fans.
Yeah. True professional. The atmosphere in there, I think we've had a couple of questions, people asking like kind of where we are in compared to the building. Chris and I, we get locked in basically an underground bunker. we are not even anywhere near the action, so it's kind of similar for us as it is to you guys. Like, we are not in that room. We wish we were, but George drops back in again, transfers with the bars, getting a bit of street action done. This time, there you go, gets that feeble 180Bs, gets that one done this time. Didn't pull it the first time, Nos bars. And that thing, that is awkward to flip on. Oh, he really committed to that.
Leaves a little bit of a back tire on that one, but he keeps the run going.
Oh, look at that. Come on, keep it going, George.
What do you think, flip to Smith?
Flip.
We saw
Flip
him
to fly out.
in years prior do a flip tail up to Smith.
Oh, there you go. And so remember, each rider's getting the 2 runs in, and then they get 3 attempts at the best trick as well. Cole's going to step back up. Got the flatland guys in there. We had a flatland session last night, which was epic in a church.
Super fun. We saw Alex Jumelin there in the background cheering on the riders.
AKA David Beckham. Yeah, Cole, he's locked in. Got it the first time, got it the second. Yeah, I love that. Finding the lines, using the course, good use of course.
Over, double.
Gets the jam.
Look, keeps it going, keeping the dream alive.
Yo!
To crank. Oh no! Just slipped the pedal there, unfortunate. That's a really good link he just had.
Yeah. Golf. Up and over, ice and over. Double pegs. Oh, trying to drop that down.
Maybe one of the smartest guys out there to be riding with no shirt on because it is so hot in that building.
It is a sauna in that room. Getting love from Australia. Sending all the love back to you guys as well. We're loving the comments coming in. Keep them in.
Ryan Nyquist about to go in for his second run, maybe clean it up a little bit, get that half bar spin trick he was showing you the suicide no-hander up and onto that roll in. To the wall wall ride. Oh, and he has to slide it out. Unfortunate. Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, super uncharacteristic. God, no, Chris. But his first run, he threw down a few moves in the first run. He's going to keep the second one going. Remember, it's the highest scoring run. Got tangled up a little bit.
But for a guy like Ryan, this has been a long weekend. I mean, he rode the park session yesterday. He had to put, 2 big runs down. He also rode our beach jam outside, best trick, box jump, quarter pipe. I mean, it was windy, it was hot, so he's had a long weekend. He's been putting in a lot of work, so I understand these guys are tired.
But let's remind everybody, he is 46 years old as well.
He is 46 years young, but still just an absolute legend in the sport, and everybody is excited to see him out here.
All right, El Capitan back up, stepping up. Jason Watts, Ryan, he's coming in from a different angle this time, so we're going to see something a little bit different. Oh, yes, Jace. Showing he's got it all. Getting stuck into the street side. Toothy hangs all the way down. What? You are kidding.
How are you just going to do that like you're just turning around? Like it's no big deal. Because we saw him do that yesterday, too, and he just nails it every single time.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, guys, Mike Aiken is in the building, and that's a Mike Aiken trick right there. So paying homage to the greats that are in the building with us today. Going the other direction. Again, he's a guy that doesn't seem to have a set way in which he likes to turn.
So many riders like that these days. Oh! Nearly stuck it. So close. We often see there we go.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yes, Jace.
Decade to manual to 180 back into the shallow end. Virtually first try. Like the stuff that he can do that's on command is unbelievable. Now, was that the end of his run, or is that what he's counting as his best and final trick?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out with the best trick thing. We're not quite sure whether they're now going to come back in for 3 attempts or whether they were just doing the 3 attempts right at the end. But I guess you guys are going to find out. We're going to find out too. Let's check out the comments. Somebody said, shout out to the old dudes in the commentary booth.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thanks for that. Just turned big 40 as well. Somebody else out there. Well done. 42. Somebody else. 42 years young. 40 years young. Sounds like you guys are enjoying it at home so far. If you've only just tuned in, welcome to Swatch Battle of Hastings 2025 finale. We've had heat number 1 in so far.
Okay, so this is how it's going to go. They're going to get their best and final trick.
That makes a lot more sense, right? Because you need a breather.
You need to breathe. You need to get some water. It is muggy in that building. And now, did George give us a little prequel yesterday as to what's to come today?
Oh, let's hope.
Taking that same line.
He's taking the same line. There he goes. The pullback on that one. He really pulled back on that.
Could you imagine?
Horizontal at one point.
Could you imagine backflipping out of a vert wall and pulling into a bowl that's 6 feet below it? Like, I can't even wrap my head around it. I've ridden a BMX bike my entire life. I can't even wrap my head around what that must be like.
Well, because the thing is, he's having to travel backwards, upside down. The thing is, normally, because kind of backflips are actually, they're scarier than they are difficult. Because you just kind of follow the transition, look over it, you spot the landing. But he's having to spot the landing that's 6 feet behind him.
Yeah. Man. Hey, George.
Oh!
Now, we did see him blow his pedals on a couple of those yesterday, but still managed to get the roll back. But he wants to pull it clean. I don't know how his seat is still intact, but good on him. We got Marcus Virka up there capturing the action, lifelong BMXer. Everybody that you see here is a BMXer.
Yeah, look, we got Grant Smith from BSD down there, Amos Burke, Flatlander legend, Kaz Campbell joining him. Go on, George. Oh, just blew off the pedals then.
Well,
Dude, so close.
we know he can do it. We know he has done it.
We saw it.
Or is he just gonna, kind of let sleeping dogs lie right here? Is he just over it?
Yeah, it looks that way. There's Kyle.
Don't go too far away. Daryl Disbone came to me.
Christo.
So next up, we're gonna have Cole Walker, which will be dropping in for his final trick.
Yeah, I wonder where
And-
he's going to go.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that can do a little bit of everything. So where's he gonna go? But it looks like George is getting back out on the course. I'm not sure if this is gonna count in the eyes of the judges, but
He's doing it for the love of it.
for the hearts of everybody in that building right now, he wants to get this done.
Right, come on in, George, let's see it. If you're not familiar with this rider, I don't know where you've been. Check him out on the internet, he broke it not that long ago. Up he goes. Seen him pull it once. Oh my God.
I can't even imagine trying that more than once.
I just can't get, like, it defies the laws of physics to be kind of backwards trying to spot your landed, and that's not only 7 feet, but like behind you, it's 7 feet below you.
And he's got his backyard set up back in Greece. It's just like this little 4-foot mini ramp in which he's built like a full loop, in which he'll like just loop it over and over and over again. It is insane to see. So are we gonna get Cole in here now?
I think so, yeah. I thought he may have been heading to the rails, but let's check out. Only he knows at the moment where he's going. Maybe he's let Daryl know. Daryl seems to be wandering over, getting the dust on his hands, trying to dry him off. That place is a cauldron. It is a sauna in there. Chris was riding in there earlier, came out, it looked like he just jumped in a lake.
It's true. And I wasn't riding as hard as these guys are. And yesterday,
And there wasn't all those people in there.
No.
So can you imagine how hot it is now?
over toothpick, keeping the manual up. We saw him do that yesterday.
To whip, I think.
To whip, yeah. It looks like he wants it again here for the final.
See, this is where it's interesting with the best trick, though. You know, when I MC at competitions, I'm always like, please just get one in the bag first. Just get anything in the bag. Just get some points on the board. But you know what it's like when you're riding, you just want to get that one trick. That's, if you got one in your head, that's the one you want to get.
Now he has 2 more attempts to get this done to count in the eyes of the judges. Oh no, is he going to flare? Oh man, take out Ryan Fudger with your bike. Fudger getting a little too close for comfort on that. If I got Cole Volker coming at me, I'm standing back. That is a big man. He's 6'4", 220. Blonde, flowing locks, mustache, beast of a man.
There you go, Daryl giving him the pep talk.
Daryl, ultimate hype man.
Ultimate positivity, man. I could believe I could do anything if Daryl told me.
Daryl's one of those guys, you come away from a conversation with Daryl and you just feel better about yourself. And he's just got that positivity. He's got that vibe.
I've got to say, you have that to you, about you as well, Chris.
I appreciate that, Seb.
Right, come on then. Over the tooth, locks into the manning.
No!
He fully committed though. He was like, I'm going down with the ship regardless.
Gosh. And that's a tight transition too. That is not like a normal 5-foot quarter pipe or however it is. It is tight in there.
Locked in. Has he got enough speed to even be able to get that flare done? But then again, you see people flaring out of curb cuts. You know?
People can flare out of anything these days.
All right, looks like we're on to the next rider. As Chris said there, so each rider is getting 3 attempts, and that is what the judges are looking for. Anything above that is just for the love of it.
Yeah, and I don't know what Ryan Nyquist has for best trick. I can speculate, just based on riding with him a lot this weekend, I can speculate as to what he might do, but I don't want to call him out. I don't want to be wrong. I'm just going to sit back, enjoy the show like the rest of you at home, and enjoy the Ryan Nyquist show.
A lot of smiling faces in there when Nyquist drops in, you know. Yeah. I said to him yesterday, you know, I'd seen him ride in the past, and I guess I thought I'd never see him again at a competition.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think we're going to see the Buddy Bar. If you don't know what the Buddy Bar is, you're about to find out.
Oh, my goodness. This is what it's about. We love this.
Andy Zeiss getting involved. Don't spill your beer, Andy.
I reckon that's probably Jason's beer.
No, you're probably right.
I thought he was just going to get on Andy's shoulder and do a shoey. You know, in Australia, they love doing a shoey.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, okay, he's just doing the biggest shoey you can do.
Yo, Zeiss, hold my beer. Here we go. He whiffed it. He whiffed on the buddy bar. Watch. So Nyquist is doing a suicide no-hander, and he's allowing Mr. Jason Watts to spin the bars for him. We call it the buddy bar.
Look at Andy.
I like how I thought it was Andy's beer, but it's actually the beer of the guy that's about to ride. So you're not going to see this at any other event besides
100%
Swatch Battle of Hastings. He took his shoe off for
Jason just always looks mischievous.
it. Yeah,
He always looks like he's up to something.
there we go.
You're kidding me!
The double bar spin, oh my gosh. And there's the shoey! And Watts still has to ride. No way. That's what a team event should look like right there. You get your team involved, you get your best trick. Man, I wish we could see a replay of that right now.
I wish we could see a replay. That, BMX fans, is pure BMX.
I knew the bar spin was coming. I didn't know the double bar spin was coming. Are you kidding me?
Followed by the shoey.
That's one of those things that's like super silly, but it's also super dangerous. Like that could have gone any which way. As we see Jason Watts put the beer-soaked Vans back on the feet.
Again to get ready for his best trick.
Yeah, he's got a soaking wet Vans slip-on. Oh, that was so cool.
I mean, maybe try that. If you're at a skate park sometime, try the buddy bar. You just see how simple that is.
Just remember, Seb told you to try it, not your pal Chris Doyle. I didn't tell you to try it, but yeah. Try doing a wheelie down the street and have your buddy spin your bars. That's to be jumping into a shallow quarter like that, double bar spin. The place is amped right now. Everyone's smiling, everyone's laughing, having a good time.
Yeah, everybody on the live chat as well, they're stoked. Double with the shoey.
Now Watts has to perform his best trick.
In a
with
soggy shoe.
A beer-soaked shoe. But you know what? I don't think Watts would have it any other way right now.
No, exactly. And loads of people have commented as well, and we've been saying it, Source have been saying it. Team Watts is the team that has the most fun.
Oh, absolutely. Between Jason and Ryan Nyquist, I mean, those are just two highly competitive, highly skilled bike riders, but also some of the silliest bastards you'll ever meet. Me and Jason were riding the box jump outside a few days ago, and he let me test it out. You know, the guy in the commentary, he's like, yeah, come on, ride it. So I was riding it a little bit, and I was airing the quarter. I was like, was I about 8 or 9 feet that time? He's like, 8 or 9 feet under the coping. So, yeah, that's the type of relationship. With my friends, if you're not talking smack, you're not really good friends.
Yeah, exactly. Right, go on then, Jace, what you got for us? Probably not going to involve somebody on their shoulders this time. Right, here we go. Ooh, okay.
Oh!
No!
Seb, it is tight in between that volcano and that vertical.
You can kind of see there, if you put a bike in between, like, it is pretty much less than a bike's length.
I rode it this morning, and I went in between the two, and I almost came out the back seat. Just, it is tight.
You've got one wheel going up whilst the other wheel is still coming down.
Exactly. So if you don't think this is hard at home, this is a tough line that he's trying.
Let's see if he can make a new line happen here. We know what to do.
Kind of what's he? Let's get it done. No, it's going to be loud in there. Up. Oh. Did the first one class as an attempt? I don't know whether it did. He didn't really do anything with the first one. So
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, he's going to keep it rolling here, though. Big 270, pulling way back again. Trying to get back to the Swatch vert wall. And he's so good at stuff like that. Like, his ability to do pockets such as that, like him and Corey Walsh, they're the guys that can, like, find transition where there is no transition to find.
So I don't know whether now he still has one attempt left or whether he's just doing it for the love of it. We don't get the communication in here, unfortunately, in our underground bunker. We're kind of a bit in the dark like you guys sometimes, but who cares? That's up to the judges. We just want to see it.
Yeah, George out there giving his teammate the pep talk. Thinking that we're going to have George in here for an interview in a little bit.
Yeah, we are. So once we get George in here, get us some questions on the chat.
Oh, count it. Count it. That was, I mean, he arced that thing back to flat, but still sick to see. Always fun to watch Mr. Jason Watts.
So, as I said, we're going to get George Narushian in here. So if you've got any questions for George, get them up on the chat. We can answer. Make sure they're nice questions, all right?
Right there. So that's going to wrap it up heat number 1, and that means that heat number 2 is going to have a couple minutes of practice. Team Josh Dove, Daniel Sandoval, Isaac County, Dan Lacey, and Josh Dove. You guys have 5 minutes of practice.
All righty. Next team is going to get on in there and get warmed up. Each team is going to have, I think, about 10 minutes to get warmed up. And don't forget, get on the comments. Get on the comments. Get some questions. We're back in. You're back in with us. How you doing? As I said, get on the comments. Get some questions. We need, we want some questions from for Novoshian, right?
Yeah. Hashtag BOHBMX. Get involved.
Get
Have
on
some
the
fun,
comments.
Be nice. But how fun was Heat 1?
We've said it all the way along. Loads of people on the comments were saying it as well. You guys have been saying it. The Source have been saying it all weekend. That is the team that is having the most amount of fun, hands down.
Highlight for me, the Buddy double bar spin. You had Jason Watts on Andy Zeiss's shoulder. Hey, Zeiss, hold my beer real quick. We're going to do this. And just Nyquist goes up, Sui no-hander, and Watts hits the bars into a double bar spin. They pull it. That was the highlight for me. I thought that was awesome. But
followed by a shoey. Okay, now we've got another short break while we look at the workshop again of how we got to the Swatch Battle of Hastings 2025. Get your questions in for George Novoshian.
You can ride up it both sides either way.
Hey, welcome back in. We've got the man, George Novoshian, with us. George, you look like you had a lot of fun out there. We've been saying, everybody's been saying online, this team has the most amount of fun.
Oh, definitely we do. We are called the Hangover Team. We're called the Hangover Team because we're having so much fun, and especially we're having a lot of beers after the event every time. You know, yesterday we were actually planning just to have a good time, night out, actually. And then we just found out during the night that we made it to finals, and we weren't prepared for it.
You weren't prepared.
But we still made a good time last night because we made it to finals.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if it's right or wrong if you make it to the finals to party or not. I guess it's
right.
good.
I think everybody online here is going to go, it's BMX. Of
Yeah,
course it's
yeah.
that. But do you think you're strongly influenced by having Watts as a captain?
Oh yeah, Jason, Ryan, the best hype man you could ever ask for.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And I would imagine, in your career, you didn't think you were ever going to be doing Team BMX with Ryan Nyquist on your team.
No, never.
Ever?
Never. I grew up in a small town in Greece. I never even thought I would be here. I had no skate parks. I had nothing. I'm originally a street rider.
Yeah.
I always had a passion on ramps, but I got to be able to travel with my father a couple of times. But I've never even thought of being here now.
And here you are.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm pitching myself, and I'm like, no, this can't be.
And when you came in as well, you were like, you know what? I had my run in my head and I knew what I wanted to do, but it changes when you drop in.
Oh, yeah.
Because that place is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's one of the how can I say, the most welcome events I've ever been in my life. The crowd, the vibes, the energy, there's nothing like this. Nothing. You get in there and you get goosebumps just by the crowd. The crowd makes you feel like invisible. I was before even practice, before even coming here, I had some things in mind. The backflip fakie was one of these.
Yeah.
And I was shaking by fear. I was really, really, really scared. But when the crowd was there, when the crowd was cheering for me, I was like, I didn't care. I just wanted to do that for them. So.
Well, I mean, you've blown everybody away this weekend, and Team Watts being the most amount of fun you could possibly be. Why don't you give the people at home a big shout out?
I want to say a big shout out to everyone who's watching us here. I'm very, very thankful to be here, and very thankful for Jason to pick me up this year, having me on board. Very stoked to pull the trick yesterday. Unfortunately, it didn't work out on the best trick now, but I was very close.
So close.
Yeah, the impact is insane. I felt like I was doing a backflip over like a gap or something.
But I was like, how do you backflip when your landing is 7 feet behind you and 7 feet below you? It's crazy, but
it's just like doing an open loop, but overshooting an open loop. It's very, very weird.
Well, let's give it a high five.
Thank
Come
you.
on, let's go big. Right, we'll let you get back out there, get yourself a nice drink. Go and chill, go and relax. Well done, George. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it, man. Right, okay. Thanks a lot, man. We'll see you in a bit, for sure. Okay, here we go. We've got the current standings. Only one team in so far, and their score 253.5. Okay, so that is the score to beat so far. But you've got to beat them not only on points, you've got to beat them on fun. And I don't think anybody's going to beat them on fun.
Absolutely not. I mean, that was such a fun way to kick off the finals here today at Swatch Battle of Hastings. Now, a 253.5, I mean, that's a good score, I guess. But, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the judges when you are judging the first group to go. So pretty much everyone else is going to be based off that score, whether higher or lower. So not an easy task for our judges.
No, too right. Heat 2 then, that's going to bring in Team Dove, Daniel Sandoval, Isaac Downey, he's had to step in, Dan Lacey, he's had to step in, Josh Dove. But I mean, if you're going to need people to step in, if you're in Hastings, you're in the right place because there are plenty of riders out there.
Yeah, I mean, Dan Lacey sleeps about 100 yards away from here. He knows the ins and outs of this park. If I had to sub somebody in, I'd pick Dan Lacey first.
Yeah. Well, is the defending champion going to be able to pull it out of the bag with 2 new team members? Well, we're going to have to see, aren't we? We're going to go back over to the course in a second, and we're going to get heat number 2 underway. I can't wait. This is good.
This is a good event so far.
There's Lacey. Even Lacey got nervous, though. You know, you just think some of these biggest name riders in the world, you just like, surely they don't get nervous. But how was it for you when you were in the big competition? You got nervous too, right?
Yeah, always. There was never a time where I was completely relaxed. Like when when they call your name, be it Daryl, Andy, or whoever else, when they call your name and it feels like the entire world just stops and it's all eyes on you, that's a different set of skills that some people have it, some people don't. It is tough to overcome, and your legs get heavy, and you knees weak, arms.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know how the line goes, but we got Mr. Daniel Sandoval in there right now. Huge 360 tail up and over the spine, showing you that bar spin up on the landing there.
Getting the line. Was that the bars out of that as well?
Nah, big pocket.
Oh my goodness. How he kept the back wheel intact. Slid it down there.
Him and I were talking about that today, and I was like, well, you got to remember who the judges are. I mean, you got Ruben up there. He probably loves the fact that you overcook it and slide down a little bit. He's like, oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, whip in the pocket. Oh, tags the back end a little bit on that one, but we'll let you off, Sandoval. Don't worry about that. Bars and over. Just a whip air on that one. Just a whip air.
One thing that all the riders kind of agreed on when I was out there hanging with them, it was that like the bowl's not easy to ride. Some of the stuff they do looks really easy, but everything doesn't really line up. It's like a true bowl in which sometimes if you go a left or right, just a foot of your line, the entire transition is different. So it's very true to what you would ride like a normal like DIY concrete spot. But we are here at the Source Park, and yeah, it is truly something special. And all the riders, as difficult as it is to ride, they're all loving it.
All right, next rider in. He's had to step in. He's no stranger to this park. Rides here a lot. Isaac Downey, absolute street shredder. Watch this guy tackle the street section. Double pegs up, bars over. Yeah, eyes. Whoa! Going over with the Smith, comes back. Oh!
Yeah!
Right. The Sui. Yeah, Isaac.
I know very little about Isaac Downey. He has just come in today. He's got subbed in.
He's an absolute shredder, and the man likes to party. He likes to party. Yeah, nose bars over. So you got coming back.
Certainly looks like he knows what he's doing.
He'll be interesting on best trick as well, Isaac.
Okay.
He's got that kind of true street style about him. He'll definitely have something in the bag that he wants to unleash. Oh yeah, you're one. Smile on face. He's having fun in there. It's the longest 50 seconds of your life when you're in there.
And that's certainly a guy that's not used to, like I said before, the whole world seems like it stops and it's all eyes on you, and you got the crowd chanting and things. So he's a guy that's probably not used to that type of pressure.
No. He's used to filming, video parts and getting out in the streets, but competitions like this.
Getting out in the streets, we got Mr. Dan Lacey set to drop in. Again, a man that sleeps about 100 yards from here. He knows the ins and outs of the bowl, but he also knows how to get down on the street side of things.
Oh yeah, classic Lacey. Transferring up. Well, we're going to see first part of the street section. Yo! Come on, Lacey. The Lacey line. Nose over.
I love when riders use that.
Yeah, it's so good.
You only see a handful of it every weekend. Check this out. He likes to go up that transition double peg and 270 back in, just like that.
Go. Right on cue. The man shreds on a transition as well.
Yeah, which you always associate him with like a big 360 down a huge set of stairs, and some of the gnarliest street riding that has come out in the last couple of years has been Dan Lacey. So I love to watch a guy like that who can also ride transition.
And as a man who's very well known for their turndowns, Chris, Lacey's got a pretty good turndown on him as well, hasn't he?
Lacey has a solid turn down, and him and I have actually had a few good discussions about the turn down, and he said that me and guys like Mike Aiken were a big influence on him growing up, and that was one of the first tricks he wanted to learn was the turn down. So what I'm trying to say is, Lacey, you're welcome.
All right, team captain then, Dobby, another Another Aussie and another man with the lines up. Oh, gets straight upside down, straight out the gates, gets the line over. He seems to find speed from nowhere. You know, all of a sudden he'll just accelerate, but he's not pedal. He just can accelerate.
Seb, he's calling it. He's calling it. Does he have a bike malfunction? Maybe a flat tire or something? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Looks like he's flipped it right up.
Uh-oh. We got Dustin RM from the great state of Arizona working on Josh Dove's bike. If you don't know anything about Dustin, Dustin's at just about every contest. He's always got a tool in his hand. He's always ready to lend a helping hand. I've seen him shovel dirt. I've seen him move ramps. He's just that guy that's always there for any rider at any time. Always a pleasure to have Dustin out here.
He's got that Darrellness about him as well, that you just walk away from a conversation with Dustin just feeling better about life. He's so positive. He's so upbeat.
I have breakfast with him every morning at the White Rock Hotel, and yeah, it's a good way to start your day.
So then we're going to try and get that fixed up, and then, or we're going to go straight on to the next rider. We're in the dark a little bit in our little dungeon back here. There you go. Chris Doyle still has the most aesthetically pleasing turn downs of all time. I'm going to agree with you there.
I appreciate it, guys. Just happy to be here, honestly.
Didn't you get a little tangled up in the turn down earlier, didn't you, Mr. Doyle?
Yeah, things went a little south, but it's all good. We're still here.
Sandoval's up. Here we go. Spreads the wings. Get him over. Starting off on familiar ground, you know, hitting a couple of transitions, hitting the big spine.
And as I said yesterday, he grew up riding at a park in Riverside, California that is not conducive to that of a top-tier professional. So, kids, I know if you're thinking at home, like, oh, all I've got is this rinky-dink little park to ride, like, you can make mountains out of anything. It's
wow, sounds like George was the same, right? The interview with George, he was like, I grew up where there was just no skate parks. Yes!
Where there's a will, there's a way. Blasting that huge tail whip. We saw him do that pocket yet again into the big Monster Energy wall. Fast plant.
Fast plant over.
Stretching the groin out a little bit.
Yeah, Sandoval. When you see all the people like banging on that plastic up there, it is so loud in that room. And George came straight into us. He was like, I had my whole thing, like, I had my whole run planned out. And then you drop in, he said it's so nerve-wracking. You just feel like there's eyes every direction. Normally when you're at these contests, especially back in the day, you used to have thousands of people at the contest you were. But they're always in bandstands. They kind of set back a little bit. Here, I mean, they pretty much can smell your cologne. You're that close to you.
Yeah, and I said it yesterday, this is a very BMX educated crowd. They know what they're looking at. They know what they're looking for. They know what each rider can do. So it's interesting to be at an event like this where, you know, and they're not just cheering for the backflip. They love stuff like Isaac's doing right there, the double tire up, double bar spin off. So they're loving it. You can hear the crowd banging on the fiberglass, cheering for the guys that they like. For a guy that just came in today, I think he's doing pretty damn good.
He's no stranger to this park, though. He rides here quite a lot. I was talking to him just the other day, and he was saying about Nyquist being here as well, and he was like, he loves to do a suicide, and he's like, man, I just want to always do them like the way Nyquist does them.
He probably had posters of Nyquist on his wall 100%. Growing up as a kid. Oh, almost missing the bars right there.
He's 100% going to be one to watch with the best trick at the end. So if you're just joining us, each one of these riders are getting 2 runs in the course, 50 seconds per run. It's their highest scoring run that counts. And then they get 3 attempts at best trick. So it's that best run that counts, and then their points for best trick is added to that as well. He's definitely going to be one to watch for that one. Now we have the pure local, the pure Hastings local, Lacey, like he needs any explanation.
I love the knack toothpick on that quarter pipe right there.
So good. Yeah, Lacey. Been hanging out with Lacey a lot over the past few days. He's been on great form. He's coming back off an injury not that long ago, so he was like, I'm just stoked to be feeling strong again. So good to be back on the bike. He's going to be on a federal trip.
With the way that he rides, with the way a lot of these guys ride, you know.
Oh,
They take big slams just like that, and you got to recover. You got to start taking care of yourself. He recently had an interview in which he talks about, how he had to switch things up this past year, really start taking care of himself, focusing on diet, focusing on the things that he has to do off of his bike in order to keep the longevity going. Because there does come that time, whether it's in your mid-20s, your early 30s, where you just got to start thinking a little bit different. Like, hey, I would love to be riding like Ryan Nyquist when I'm 46, so I need to do what I got to do to keep myself around. So it's good to see guys like Lacey, who we've watched grow up in BMX, kind of have to take ownership of themselves, of their health, and do things like that.
I met my wife at the Dan Lacey's first frame launch. That's where I met my wife.
All right.
And when I got married, he gave me a poster. He said, "I've signed this poster for you, just to congratulate you." And it was like an old poster from that first frame launch. Right, Dovey back in again. Come on, Dovey. Let's get this done. See, there goes the speed. He goes around there, just finds speed out of nowhere.
It's like he's got springs in his legs. He's in and out of that bull corner. Big 360 into the shallow end, tail whip there, going above the height of the camera. Can tire grab, paying homage to guys like Mike Aiken, Fuzzy Hall back in Utah. Top side, no-footed can where his feet go 3 feet. Oh my gosh, that seat bounce 360 makes 0 sense to me. Getting me tongue-tied and twisted. I love that top side no-footed can that he does, where his feet just look like they grow 3 extra feet.
They totally do. I think he's taking some inspiration from yours as well, I'm sure of it. Yeah, Dovey.
Someone said on the comments, like, I don't understand the way he just glides around, and it really does look. It looks like he's just like kind of hovering or something. It's just, it's really fun to watch, especially like in person. So if you have the means, save some money. I don't know, get here, try to get some tickets for next year, because this weekend does not disappoint. It's one of the best BMX weekends you can be at.
Damn straight. So a few of the questions on the comments. Somebody said how many heats. We're having 5 heats. We're into the second heat, so there's 3 more to come yet. And just to remind you, each one of these riders are getting 2 runs in the course, 50 seconds per run, and it's their highest scoring run that counts. Now, you see them all chilling out. We're not on to the next group yet, because what's going to happen now is each rider's going to get 3 attempts at a best trick. Now, where are they going to go? Is Daryl trying to, team talking them, or is he trying to find out where they're going to be, what they're going to be doing?
Maybe working to help the cameramen know where they need to be, and also hyping the guys up. I want to give a big shout out to Indy Hawker, who recently learned turn downs thanks to his dad showing him a couple videos, a couple how-tos. So if you want to be shouted out, give us a shout, and maybe it'll happen. You never know. But our eyes are on this contest. We are just as hyped as you guys are at home to watch some of these riders. We have no idea what to expect. We got Best Trick coming up, and it's going to be something special, because all of these riders are fully capable of extraordinary feats on their bicycles, and I start getting the tingles a little bit when it comes down to Best Trick, because you know what, this might be the last time you see them on course all weekend. So it's, a lot of them are like land or slam. Let's just get it done.
Yeah, let's get it done. So as we said, Isaac and Lacey had to step into the team. So Isaac completely lost his voice from partying the past few days. He's a true professional. Had he have known he'd have been riding, he wouldn't have been partying quite so hard. But we were with him yesterday. He was like, "I lost my voice."
Yeah, it's funny to see the guys at the beginning of the weekend to the end of the weekend and say, "Oh man, you need to take."
Oh yes! Double B's up and over. Marcus Vilka giving him the props, yeah.
See Joe Jarvis there hyping up his man.
Now, what would be interesting now, does he carry on? Does he try something else? Does he add something to it? Or does he I don't need to do anything else, that'll do for me, thank you.
Good point, Seb. I mean, he can take another 2 attempts to maybe get something even harder. He's got one in the bank.
If he wants to.
Doing right by his team right there.
I think he's taking the decision that one bang and done. Thank you very much. Back to the bar.
Go enjoy the rest of your weekend. But it looks like we got Josh Dove coming in. Our former champion. Does he have what it takes to do a repeat yet again?
Now, I've got no idea where Dovey's going to go with this. Daryl looks like he does have an idea. He's been chatting to the riders, but I haven't got a clue where he's going to go. Yeah, that crowd getting him hyped.
He does not look nervous. He just kind of looks calm and cool, collected. One hand, 1 foot. Here we go.
Here we go. Textbook Dovey. If you're watching Dovey ride, you want to see that.
And the seat bounce 360, one-handed flatty.
Is he just having a rebel run?
It looks like he's doing another run almost. Or maybe, hey, are they giving him another one because he blew his tire out?
Of course he is. Yeah, he blew his tire out.
You gotta understand, me and Seb are in the dark here. We're just two guys
Dovey.
watching this at home, just like you. Oh my gosh, the 540 G-turn.
He's got the tech, he's got the big. Get it done, Dovey.
All right, so it looks like they gave him another run.
Yeah, sorry for the misunderstanding there.
Wait, we don't know. We're in our own little bunker here.
Yeah, we're in the dungeon too. That was sick.
Or maybe that was just a run chocked full of best tricks.
Best tricks, yeah.
That seat bounce 360 one-handed flatty. I mean, I would say that's a best trick, but I mean, I think for Dovey, they were just giving him another run because he blew out his tire on his first one. So that's the type of contest that this is. Like, this isn't your corporate style of contest. We let the riders do their thing. We let the crowd get behind the riders that they like, and it's very loose, but very fun.
Right, so we will come back. I mean, don't quote me on it, but I think we'll come back to Dovey at the end where he'll do a best trick. I think we're going to get Lacey in now for his best trick. Now, I have no idea where Lacey's going to go either. Is he going to hit something bowl side? Is he going to get street side?
Sandoval is going to have a best trick. Now, Sandoval is traditionally a jumper type of guy, so it might be something on the spine. It might be something into that shallow bowl. So, going to be interesting to see what Sandoval brings to the table. Likes the 360 down whip to whip out, windshield wiper.
Yeah.
He can do the 3 bars to downside whip. He's got a lot of different jumping combinations, but he also has a lot of quarter pipe combinations. So, definitely going to be some aerials coming up, I have a feeling.
Let's see a Sandoval. Looks like we're... And just first time, just first attempt.
First go, flare, double tail whip. Now, I don't know if the quarter's big enough for him or not, but I know he can add another tail whip in there if he wants. If he wants, or he can just chill out.
But, I mean, Sandoval being the professional he is, he might be like, yeah, okay, that's the points in the bag now. Now I can try something else.
Yeah, let's go play around with something else.
It looks like he wants to. Here we go, Sandoval. Eyeing something up.
Originally from Riverside, California, lived down in Arizona for a few years, now back in California.
He's not been in the UK either for nigh on 10 years. He was here for like one single day or something he flew into, but he's not spent a good amount of time in the UK for a while, so he was stoked to be back.
Now, what is this going to be? This looks like he's kind of just freestyling right now.
I think he's calling it. I think he's like, nah, that transition's not going to work.
Yeah, ask Brian Fudger. He'll know what to do.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Okay. What's it going to be? It's going to involve some sort of whip, I would imagine.
Getting some advice from Ryan Fudger and Dan Lacey.
Keep the comments coming in as well on the live chat. Try and keep it nice. Keep it friendly. Keep it fun. A bit like BMX. Right, Sandoval. I love that. When you see the riders just going through the process in their head, they're just kind of like, doing the motions before they've even dropped in.
Well, you see the crowd banging on the fiberglass, banging on the walls, getting Daniel Sandoval hyped up. advice from the Olympic gold medalist Logan Martin right there, Kevin Plaza. Let's check him out.
No, he's going to call it. He's going to call it. It's quite an awkward transition, that one, though. I mean, it basically goes to vert.
Super steep.
Super steep, super quick. And it's pocketed as well in that corner. So what do we got now? We've got Lacey, and I think we're going to get Dovey in as well for best trick. So Lacey looks like he's going to go hit that Lacey line.
Letting Marcus Virka know where he's going.
Follow the filmers, and that's where the trick's going to get done.
Shout out to Rob Dalecki, who we just saw there.
It's like the Hall of Fame.
I know, seriously.
I'm sitting next to one, but there's plenty out there as well. The younger me would have known.
Check him out, double peg.
Oh,
Nose to 180.
Oh my goodness! Yes, Lacey.
Cool line right there. I love how it's like a roller coaster, double peg grind, up to nose, trying to come in 180.
All right, Lacey. Now we know where it is.
And Lacey's ridden this park so much. Like, what's going through his head? Like, he's like, oh, I've been riding here since the very beginning. I got to find something new all of a sudden.
All right, let's go, Lacey. Yeah, hear that crowd going wild. Oh, God, I was worried about his ankle then.
Almost coming in with a little too much heat on that one. A little too much speed.
Concerned about his ankle then. He's had pretty big issues with those ankles. All right, one attempt left for Lacey. If you're just joining us, welcome. Swatch Battle of Hastings 2025. And we're at the finals, and we're at best trick. And Lacey's getting the crowd thrown up into a frenzy. This is the final attempt for Lacey. Come on, Lacey. Roller coaster. Just a little steep on that one. He's going to be gutted.
So much respect for you, Dan.
Never gives a lot away on his face, old Lacey. Does he, when he's in the game?
No, he's an intimidating dude when he's trying something.
Third time's a charm, somebody said. Unfortunately not for Lacey, but I think he's going to get on in there anyway. It's so annoying when you can just feel that trick. You know it's there. You're like, oh, I can just feel it.
Go.
Oh, ran out of room.
Just running out of real estate there, unfortunately. Runs right into the wall. Looks like he's going back for a little bit more. Doing it for himself, doing it for the crowd. Not necessarily for the scores.
I tell you what, on the comments, everybody's like stoked, you're hyped. It's so good to hear you guys having a good time out there. We are going to pass over to the guys later on, and you'll get a bit of a flavour of what the room's like. But sorry, you are stuck with Doyle and I for a while yet, I'm afraid.
And you see, now he's doing this purely for the crowd. This isn't going to count towards their overall score, but at an event like this, a lot of times you don't remember who won, who got what place. You'll remember things like this.
Oh! Yes, Lacey! The stoke is high. Yeah, Lacey.
And the park goes absolutely bananas. That double peg roller coaster up to nose to 180 into a tight transition into an even tighter rollback. Like, how did he get that rollback? That was insane. He had nowhere to turn around. Somehow gets it done.
Yes, Lacey. Loads of people loving that. Yes, Dan. That's pulled. Stoked. Best part of it. I love the best trick section. You never know what's coming. You never know what's going to happen.
And the riders are gladiators. They will just, a lot of times, even though they might not get it within 3, they'll just keep it rolling. They'll keep it going. So we keep the cameras going. We want you at home to see all that you can see here at Swatch Battle of Hastings. And it looks like we got Mr. Josh Dove coming in for his best trick, who I'm just assuming they let him take that last run
Yeah, 100%.
for him because he had a bike malfunction. He's got it all fixed up, but going to be interesting to see what he picks. He's not really a best trick guy. He's more of like a flowy guy, but you know he's got some things up his sleeve.
He'll do tricks that nobody else will be doing. Oh! You are kidding me.
Was that a seat bounce 540 on the
Yeah.
spine? Wow.
I mean, 540 in that spine alone is scary as. You don't quite get the scale of that spine, but that is big, that thing. And as Chris was saying earlier, it's not, none of it is kind of straight. All the angles, it's all kind of off skew width. They've not made these things easy.
Oh, just muscling it around.
Just getting the slide out.
Well, back against the wall, he's got one more attempt to make it count in the eyes of the judges and make it count toward his overall team score. So hopefully he's able to get it done on this third attempt. But he's right there. All he has to do is pull the rollback.
Yeah.
Which some might say that rollbacks are the hardest trick in BMX.
Always the hardest bit. It's the bit where everybody comes unstuck. Come on then, Dovey. Let's get it done. Yeah! Kidding me.
Coming out of the back seat, unfortunately, the hand comes off the grip. Maybe it's sweaty in there too, so he's got gloves on, but it's still so easy to slip a grip like that. Looks like he wants to come back in for his fourth attempt.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going fast too. Jeez, just fighting it.
He was battling with that. He was determined not to put a foot down. Yeah, Lacey coming over. Yeah, boys. Atmosphere in that room is so good. If you've never been to Swatch Battle of Hastings, you've got to get yourself here one year. It's incredible in that room.
Sweaty hugs going down amongst the boys who just went to battle.
Well, I hope you guys are enjoying it at home as much as what we are. It sounds like you are, looks like you are. We are having a whale of a time in our little dungeon here, aren't we, Chris? We are enjoying it. So welcome back into mine and Chris's hovel, our little dungeon, all that we've got back here. But wow, I mean, Chris, it's blowing my mind what is going down today again.
Heat 2 certainly did not disappoint. Like we've said many times throughout this weekend's competition, so thankful to not be a judge at one of these events, because how do you judge so much incredible riding against another's? Unfortunately, we saw Josh Dove have a little bit of a bicycle mechanical failure in his first run, but they gave it back to him. So
we didn't know what was going on either. But
we'll see if they're able to shake up that leaderboard. He is the defending champ, so hopefully he's got what it takes to repeat. We'll have to wait and see. We still have 3 more heats of riders coming up. We have a stacked group coming up. So you guys are in for a treat. We're just getting started.
And any second now, we're going to be getting Dovey in here as well. So make sure you get some questions for Dovey in the live chat on YouTube. Get on that. Let us know what you want to ask him. He's going to be in with us in a moment.
I think we actually have Daniel Sandoval.
Oh, is it Sandoval
I
next?
think it's Sandoval. Hey, we'll
beg my
see.
pardon.
But regardless, if you have a question for the riders, if you want to know what goes into the mentality of what these guys are, hit us on the live feed.
Yeah, my bad, sorry. Right, now we're going to have a little commercial break as we look at the highlights from the Plaza session the other day and hit us up with, well, questions for Sandoval or Dovey.
Joined here in the booth with Mr. Daniel Sandoval, who is competing for Team Josh Dove, who just laid to waste the bowl out there. Now, Daniel, this isn't an event that we would typically see you at. So what is it like for you to come to Swatch Battle of Hastings, compete for Josh Dove? What goes through your mind when you're invited to an event like this?
It's pretty awesome for me because all the events I go to are real, not that this isn't a high-end level, but I got to do a bunch of combos, a bunch of big tricks. And this one, I was doing more crowd pleasers, which I enjoy. A lot of people forget I'm a bull rider growing up. So it was enjoyable to be out there and ride with the team and cheer them on as well. So it wasn't just me, focus on me. It was me and a whole team.
Now, you hear from a lot of kids, they say like, oh, I don't have a good park to ride. I don't come from a place where there's a lot of good skate parks. But I've been to the park that you grew up riding at in Riverside, California. And I was baffled at how a rider of your caliber could come from a park like that. I'm not saying the park's bad, but to have your skill level, I think if kids knew where you came from, it would give them a little bit more hope as to what they have to ride in their local park. So what can you say about that and what it is to compete on a world stage and to be one of the best contest riders in the world, but to come from a pretty humble park?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all a mindset. For me, that's what I had to work with. And there was no excuses of I'm not fortunate to have that park like him or him or him. I would just show up, and when they called my name, at the end of the day, it comes down to a crowd, So if they're hyped for me, I'm hyped to do the trick. So sometimes there's something I don't want to do, but we're here, so we just have a good time and work with what you got and just keep moving forward.
It's pretty good fun out there, though, right? I've emceed a lot of the contests that you've done across the world. This is pretty different to those contests, though, right?
Yeah, amazing. And like I said, doing crowd pleasers for me, like a big old 270 pocket air, that to me was that was my highlight. And just to land that for the crowd and hear them roar, I was I almost want to call my run right there. Yeah, they were good, So it was awesome.
And I got to apologize. I was like, well, I don't think that quarter's quite big enough, but I know he's got one more tail up in him if he wants to. But you'd call it, you're like, yeah, I got my trick, I'm good. But we know that there's more in the bag for Mr. Daniel Sandoval.
Yeah, no, I for sure. It's funny because I had zero tricks lined up for me, and that's why I had the teammate drop in before me because I got nothing. I don't have anything for me right now. I don't know what to do. Just skip me and then come back to me so I can think about it. And I honestly haven't even flare whipped that quarter. And I was like, let's just flare double whip it so I get something in the bag, and then we'll move on because I wanted to get that fronty over that little pocket. But I should have just went back and added more. But at the same time, I wanted to give something more to the crowd opposed to being just another flare combo. I've been doing a lot of those lately, so I just wanted to stick something to add toward. At the end of the day, I'm still a contest rider. I want to stick something to add to my score, and then this fronty wouldn't have beat the flare double whip, but it would have been cool to have just for everyone here in the building.
Yeah, and then leave it up to the judges for them to...
Yeah, give them a choice.
And that's the mentality of a true seasoned contest professional right there. Get one in the bank, do it for your team, and move on from there, and then have some fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was out there just having some fun. Again, the front flip, it was just something that would be cool, and just to say I did it, and if you come here and see the lip... Yeah. I think there'll be a little more respect.
That's an awkward quarter pipe, that one. Well, Daniel, thank you very much. We're going to let you get out there now. Go get yourself some water. Sit it out with your team. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man.
Sorry, I sweated more. That's harder than my run. Yeah, seriously.
No one likes talking.
Cheers, Daniel. Take it easy, man. Enjoy it out there. There we go. Everybody struggles with that door. Don't worry about it. Right, you're still in with us. Thanks very much. We really appreciate it. There's the standings. Here we go. Okay, Team Dove, 284.5.
A shake-up to the lead. We see Team Dove reclaiming that top spot, but only for now. We have 3 more teams to go, and we are chock full of heavy hitters. We got Heat 3, Team Jordan Godwin, Stuart Chisholm, who was a replacement, who had to come in for an injured rider, Alex Donachie, Rim Nakamura, and of course the team captain himself, Jordan Godwin, who has been probably one of the most consistent riders we've seen all weekend long. We saw him in the Plaza, of course. Yeah. We saw him yesterday during the park session, and it's like he's kind of riding that high where it's almost difficult for him to mess up sometimes.
Yeah. And you got a good team when you've got Nora Cup nominees in your team as well. And as you said, Stu Chisholm there, he had to step in, but he is a local to this park. He rides this park more than anybody. We saw him on the best trick the other day. He did the wall ride to flare out.
wall ride to flare, super easy too. Like just laced it up first try, no problem.
He said to me, he said, you know what? He was like, I thought I was going home in an ambulance. He was like, I had no idea I was going to pull that. He said, I didn't think I was going to, but he was like, I was so hyped up with the crowd. I was like, I'm just going to go for it. And he was like, that's why you saw the shock on my face, because he was like, I just did it first time and was like, okay, that'll do.
Yeah, let's get out. Yeah, just do your trick, get out of there. And
all right, here he goes, the man we were just talking about, Mr. Chisholm. Oh, gets right to the top of the big Swatch bank.
Oh, there it is again.
He's trying it, like, what? Second trick he's going for?
Trying it at the beginning of his run. Unfortunately, didn't have the same luck that he had yesterday, but what a way to start things off. I love the foot jam at the very top of the Swatch wall.
Yeah, not many people messing with that, because that is a big bank. Is he going to use the rest of the time? He's going to call it. I can't believe it. I cannot believe he did that. Like the second or third trick in the done. That's a high consequence trick.
And maybe for second run, he comes back and just nails it. And then
just nails
continues
it.
on from there.
He gets back to his start position at the top. Yeah, get in the corner and think about what he's just done.
Since I started coming, he was just a kid when I started coming here. Now you look at him, he's got tattoos all over him. Hey, what's up, Doyle? Oh my gosh, dude, you're a grown man.
He's a grown man with children of his own now.
Got his kids here watching.
Here we go then. One of the best known street riders on the planet.
Just been on a tear this year, just video part after video part, just traveling. I don't know when this guy spends time at home. There's that crooked grind of 180.
He's come out on fire so far. Oh. Hey, maybe that was a fast plant out of that. Up and over. Yeah, Donachie, quite literally one of the biggest street riders to come out.
And we saw Donachie on the beach.
Yeah, we did.
Jumping the box jump, hitting the quarter pipe.
Yeah, we
that was
did.
cool.
Oh! Gets all kinds of quick on that front end.
A little bit of like Flatland influence on that one. We got we saw Alex Jumelin in last night's Swatch Flatland battle, in which he was doing a lot of stuff similar to that. He can spend so much time on that front wheel just balancing and just keeping that pressure on.
And it's inspired Donachie. He's like, oh,
yeah.
I'm going to go on my run tomorrow. Alex D in the house. All right, Daryl's going to get us in with the next rider soon. Thanks again for keeping the comments coming. We're loving the community that's on there. You guys are killing it on the comments. Now we've got Rim Nakamura. This guy...
To the moon!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, he goes so high, he can just blast any quarter pipe.
Huge flip. I mean, jumping from that bowl to the other bowl is difficult enough.
Yeah, but we know that Rim probably wanted a couple bar spins in that.
He kind of leveled out for something, didn't he? But didn't quite get it. Yes, Rim. Yeah.
The opposite downside tail up. He's dancing on the Swatch wall. I love when he does that flare because he lands higher than where he started. Gives him a lot of speed. Showing you that 360 double downside tail up. Back, eyes on the spine, over to the Swatch wall.
Somebody saying on the comments he's blasting even bigger than he was yesterday. Yeah, he totally is. I was talking to a few of the riders who were sitting in that little pocket air section, and they were like, you cannot explain how high he goes in that pocket.
So high.
They were like, literally, if it's another 6 inches and he's hitting the ceiling. It is huge. Yeah, Rim, one of the nicest dudes as well.
Oh, super nice kid. Just one, from the land of the rising sun out in Japan. It's such an honor to have him here to compete at an event like this and just go to the moon on just about every air.
All right, who we got in next? It is, of course, Team the Capitan, Mr. Godwin. I'm going to do curse the commentator here, but I'm going to say one of the most consistent street riders we've ever seen. Oh! Yes!
Tooth hanger pulling it back around the 360,
talk
coming in
about-
fakey.
Talk about nice guys and humble. This guy, he's the same as Donachie. They've got no idea how good they are. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Just ride my bike.
He looks so casual too, just so casual.
Jordan. Just to the hanger, drops it down onto the crank. Why not?
And if you're at home, watch the way he switches his feet to do certain tricks like that one right there. That tooth over to crank arm to 180 out.
The feet are constantly switching with Jordan.
Which makes our jobs a little bit harder, because it makes it harder to tell what's regular, what's opposite. So always keeping us on our toes.
And that's the reason why there's always like 4 judges, you know, because they, you know, one of them will say, "Oh no, he actually switched his feet up for that one." Or, that's why they've got the important job. Doesn't matter if we call it wrong. They ain't going to influence anything. Right. So if you're just joining us, welcome in. Swatch Battle of Hastings 2025. Chisholm's first run of 2 didn't go quite as well as he wanted. He did that wall ride to flare, a best trick yesterday for the Vans best trick competition. Pulled it first time, and then this time decides to put it in his 3rd move.
Does he take the gamble again? We'll have to wait and see. Starting off things the same way. Here we go.
Is he gonna? Oh, he doesn't. Tries a high consequence. The thing is that if he'd have pulled that score is incredibly high with the judges. Because one of the things they're looking at, are you playing it safe at the beginning? Are you playing it easy? Are you leaving all the big bangers until the end of your run? If he'd have pulled that off, oh yes! You see the crowd going crazy there. Yes, Stu.
That was a huge 270 out of the volcano into the swatch wall with the tail whip, lacing it up, stomping those pedals. Man, it would be awesome if he had only gotten the wall ride to flare early in his run.
I'm surprised he just didn't keep that one for best trick though. Like,
true.
Who are we to say? But yes, Stu.
And you know what? He still might do it in best trick just to get some more points for his team.
And let's be honest, right? This is the whole point of Swatch Battle of Hastings, is that it's not like other competitions out there. I mean, you know full well in some of those bigger competitions, you really get penalised when a foot goes down or you crash out. It kind of write-offs your run, but it's not like that here. They're like, okay, he's crashed, on to the next thing. It's cool. In goes Donachie then. Yes, Alex.
Nose crooks to 180.
To 180.
Another guy very comfortable grinding on both sides of the bike, going up opposite for that one right there.
Yeah,
There's an opposite feed, the 360 just gets me a little bit tongue-tied and twisted trying to call all this stuff. You might just have to like let him breathe a little bit.
Yeah, Donachie. He's had that a few times.
He's a guy I usually associate with like smaller street jibby type of stuff, but in the video parts that he's put out this year,
BSD edit.
Some of the biggest setups, and he's just owning it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Donachie. Killed it. That's what's so good about this like team format competition. You know, you got to pick a team where you kind of got street covered, you got park covered, riders that are known for style, riders that are known for tricks.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit strategic in how you pick your team, because everybody has a specialty, and you want each rider's specialty to shine during the contest.
Exactly.
Speaking of shining, right here, Rim Nakamura going huge!
So close to the ceiling.
Going way up into the bars right there.
Comes away with a smile on his face. There we go. Was that triple?
That was a triple bar spin backflip. That's what he wanted in that first run. Let's see if there's a 3-whip to bar spin right here.
Yeah, Rim.
This is the run that he wanted early on. Maybe not that first hit, but he's been on fire ever since.
We love that flare on that swatch bank as well, because he takes off below the swatch barrier and then ends up above it when he lands.
Love it.
Spreads the wings on that one. Yeah, 3 down whip. Yeah, Rim. Transfer. getting to the end.
Casual opposite downside tail whip. It's funny how people got so comfortable just doing opposite tail whips when they were downside like that. You see a lot of guys doing it. You see Logan doing it. We saw RAA doing it yesterday. It's like, when did you learn opposite whips and when did you learn them like that? So always a pleasure to have Rim Nakamura out here. I feel like I've known Rim since he was about 10 years old. And, you know, he's from Japan, and the Japan BMX scene right now is just going off. Every morning, my Instagram is flooded with a 9-year-old that can do 100 more tricks than I can do. Speaking of more tricks, Mr. Jordan Godwin on the course.
There he goes again with that nose up to rail.
He's gotten that every single time. Every
good.
time. 180 crooks. Want it back over the rail into that bank there. Street heavy. Doesn't spend much time in the bowl.
Yeah, he can shred a transition, I tell you.
Keeping it nice and casual.
Yeah. I love that little drop down.
180. Watch the feet. Goes tooth over
Jordan.
pedal.
People at home loving the Jordan run as well. Yeah, Godwin, the team captain. So those both runs done for heat number 3. And then this time we go back to the top of the list again. If you're just joining us, each one of these riders is now going to get 3 attempts at best trick. And that's why I was so surprised Chisholm, you know, not every competition has a best trick at the end. And that's why I was surprised Chisholm slotted that one into his like 2nd or 3rd trick.
Yeah, but I mean,
he was going for points. Surely he was going for points on that one because, you know, the judges always say, they're like, if people are kind of playing it safe at the start, it's not like we penalise them for it, but you're not going to get as big a points as, you know, throwing in big, tough, high consequence tricks as you're, you know, early on in your run.
He rolled the dice early, unfortunately didn't pay off. Maybe it'll pay off in best trick. Maybe he has something different. Maybe he's going to do the same. I don't know, but he's another guy that's been riding this park a long time. So we know that he knows the lines and he has his tricks. And it looks like he's sent Mr. Ryan Fudger up to the top, maybe get a different angle. Should kind of put some points in the bank for the team.
People saying I can barely do a 180 with my feet switched. Yeah, I feel you on that.
Even like a bunny hop.
Yeah.
With your when you switch your feet
switched.
around, your other foot just looks so much bigger.
Yeah.
It's
I can't
like,
even say feet switched. I keep saying seat switched.
Yeah.
Seat switched. All right, where's he going? Is it going to be the Wall Ride Fair? Come on, Chisholm, the local legend. Gets it. First time, one and done. He's like, why can I do that in my run?
It looks easy when he does it. Too.
Yeah.
Like it looks like he just can do it every single time.
I think that's why he thought, like, I'm going to squeeze it in a run as well. And the other thing as well is when you leave the tougher tricks to the end of your run, that is when you are most tired. Your lungs are burning, your legs are tired, your arms are like are weak.
Yeah, I wish he had done it in his run. Like I wish, like, because he had a really good run after that. That he, you know, he had the big 270 tail up onto the Swatch wall from the volcano. So it would have been cool to have those elements in there with it. But you know, sometimes you just got to roll the dice.
I think he's going to go for something else. Oh, look at that.
That's nice. Giving some love to mom and his daughter.
All right then, go on then, Stu. Where's he heading to now? So he's got that one in the bag. He's going to test the judges.
That's
just like one and done on every best trick.
2 best tricks in the bank now. Does he do another one?
He just leaves it up to the judges to decide then. Which do you think?
Yeah.
Which do you think is better?
Is he going to go 3 for 3?
See down in the comments. Which do you reckon is better?
Go 3 for 3 on best trick here. Put it in the judges' hands.
It's like he's going to add in a little bit of extra hot sauce to that one, or is he going for a different one? What do you guys reckon? Which was harder? Where's he going? Stu, feeling the love from Hastings. He's been riding this park for the 10 years.
Stu Chisholm
Yeah,
on
Stu.
course. What's he got?
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Kidding me. He wants to have another go.
Gonna have another go, doing it for the crowd. He did 2 best tricks.
Yeah.
So hey, why not? Do
Why
it for
not?
the fans.
Yeah, Chisholm. Stu's been a team captain, I think, in the past as well. Yeah, Jarvis down there, getting all the hype. All right, cable cam back on it.
It's such a hard land on this one. I know a couple guys have done it okay, but for the most part, it's tough. You land hard on that thing. It's like just landing on a flat bank.
You just seem to stop.
Yes.
Boom.
And now he's trying to come in fakey from it. Oh, he's there. He's there. He can do it.
Yeah, come on, let's give him another one.
He could definitely do that.
Let's give him another one.
He is
sure.
One rollback away.
Come
from
on,
pulling
everybody in
that
the
off.
comments are like, come on, let's give him another, let's give him another. Yeah, the energy in that building is massive, you're right. Some people might say the energy is like Monster.
Impressive, Sept.
Come on, let's do it, dude. Come on, Chisholm. And there is 0 oxygen in that room. I'm not even sure there is enough oxygen with all those people in it.
Yeah, he's a lot of pressure, all eyes on him. Let's see if he's able to get this done. Pulling out of the volcano. Huge, here we go.
Ah, Stu.
He's landing.
He's going to call it. Why not?
Live to play another day. He's landing a little bit sideways too, which probably didn't help matters too much, but that thing is tough. That thing is a hard landing.
But using his experience there, he knows when to call it.
He's got the kids here.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. Stu, you're bringing a tear to my eye, man. Look at that. That's rad. He'll be so stoked with that. And that room is electric. Welcome if you're just joining us in. So we're on best trick for heat number 3 currently. Stu's been in. He pulled 2 best tricks.
Yeah,
It's up to the judges to decide, but Donaghy's going to get tech on us now. Okay, he's going in.
Making his choice to do it on the street side of the park. That crooked grind, pulling the manual. Crooked grind, 180.
Oh! So Crooked then drops into Manny, then gets onto the down rail crook, and then wants a 180 out of that. When you are like so tangled up on the rail.
And pay attention to what sides of the bike are because one side of the front peg's on the bike and then the other, the back peg. So he kind of switches it up too. Check him out. Go for that crooked again. Just another guy similar to team captain Jordan Godwin, a guy that you really have to pay attention to because he can do things on both sides of the bike. He spins in both directions. Check him out.
Oh,
okay.
He's going to ice that time. Okay. Speaking of Jordan Godwin as well, we're going to get Jordan in here once we finish with the best trick comp.
There's the crooked. Let's take a couple ratchets there.
Oh, look at that. That's nice. You can tell Stu is an exceptionally good father. Damn straight he is.
Crooked grind, manual.
Yeah. Do you want to see one more? Come on, do you want to see one more?
Gave us the side eye on that one.
Go on, Donaghy. Gets a crook, drops it down. Oh, just touches it. Not getting locked into that manual. Come on, let's give him why not? Swatch Battle of Hastings after all. This ain't any other comp. Come on, Donaghy. Come on, come on. Arms are like jelly out.
I know.
Pure hype from the crowd, keeping him going.
There's that crook.
Gets
Manual. Maybe throw some wax on the rail, make it easier to come off, get into that manual. Maybe there's not enough time. Maybe just try it. Just keep going. There we go. Here we go. Well, definitely going to be seeing a little bit more of Alex Donachie this evening at Nora Cup. I believe he's up for a couple different awards, so definitely see him this evening. Saw Killian Roth hanging out in the background right there.
Oh, yeah. Some of the nominees for today.
We have been blessed this year with a lot of amazing BMX content.
Really are.
These guys have been traveling the globe, filming some of the biggest setups you've ever seen, and just the most technical riding. And just if you have a chance, Alex has put out about 5 parts this year, so make sure you spend some time on YouTube and check him out, because he has been on a tear. As has Killian Roth, who we see sitting in the background right there. I watched Killian's part with my 5-year-old son, and at the end, my son goes, "Dad, can you do that stuff?" And I said, "Well, I don't know, but Alex, and he gets one done. Doing it for the crowd, not necessarily for the judges, but
just for the love.
Good to see him link something up right there. Probably not what he wanted, just kind of dipping out.
He's had a busy year. He needs a well-deserved rest after that, I think.
Yeah, could certainly use a break. Non-stop traveling from these guys, non-stop filming, injuries. And like I said, we've been blessed to have so much content this year to watch and to enjoy.
All right, Rim is up next, where he's going to be airbound. I think you can pretty much guarantee that. Looks like it's going to be from bowl to bowl transfer. Up it goes. Oh. So we've already seen the triple bar from him. So are we going to get another triple bar flip?
Well, I know he can do bar spin, the tail whip backflip. I know he can do tail whip bar spin. So, I mean, he's traditionally a jumper. So he has a wide variety of things he can do here.
Oh! Bars to tuck to bars in a backflip.
Certainly didn't see that one coming.
No way! That was sick. I've not seen him do that, I don't think.
Backflip, bar spin, tuck no hander, it's a late bar spin.
And then make that thing look like they're just jumping a box, but that is far from just jumping an ordinary
You're
box.
landing into like a shallow 2-foot bowl. Like there's no landing there. So it's. I jumped it earlier today, and it's like you can hang up but still land flat at the same time. But right now we got team captain Jordan Godwin, who's eyeing up what he's going to do for best trick. You know it's going to be something super technical.
I think we might be getting Watts in for. I thought it was going to be Jordan, but I think we might be maybe getting Watts in.
Crank arm.
Yeah.
Keeping the manual going, keeping the dream alive. Jeez.
Oh, combo.
One in the bank. So he's got 2 more attempts. If he wants to try something a little harder, he's just like, yeah, I pulled it, whatever.
Surely.
He's the most casual rider here, I think. Just humble. Like, if you met him just like out in the courtyard or something, you'd never know that he's one of the most progressive street riders in the world right now. Just so modest, humble, has a mustache. You know, just,
he's got it all.
Check him out. Nose, crank arm, manual, keeping it going.
Getting locked in. We got a combo coming up at the end. Yes.
Well, and we know that he wants more out of that. What it's going to be, I don't know, but when and if he pulls it, it's going to be spectacular.
Do you remember when like the tech tricks were just not consistent? You know, it'd be like a ratio of like 1 to 15.
And what we've seen now, he's like basically 2 for 2. Like he can just, the way he can like lock into things, lock into this manual, that's hard right there. But he keeps it going.
Then into feeble, then into Smith.
Thumbs up from Jordan Godwin.
What else would he have wanted to add to that, as if that wasn't enough?
And he's not a guy, like, we talk about the feeding off the energy of everybody in this room, but he's a guy, he likes it mellow. He likes it calm, like not a guy that you see like headbanging to metal. He's just like a mellow guy. Like I said, the type of person that you would never expect to be one of the most progressive street riders in the world.
Okay, so that is heat number 3 done. Jordan Godwin's team threw down, did what was needed, but have they done enough? Well, I guess we'll find out pretty soon.
Yeah, and we saw a shake-up in the leaderboard already, so going to be interesting if Heat 3 was able to shake up that leaderboard even more.
Exactly that. I think you guys are going to be coming back into the room with us. Here we are. There you are. Hope you guys have been enjoying it. We've seen the comments coming in. Keep them coming in because we are really enjoying them. But, man, 3 teams done.
I know this is.
It's going too quick.
It's going fast, man. This is a lot of fun. I'm like I said before. I'm so happy to be sitting here with you, Seb, and just having a front row seat to all the action and to be able to call it to you at home is the privilege is all ours. We're lifelong BMXers, and just it's fun to just kind of fan out over some of these guys, isn't it?
It really is. We've got 2 heats still to come at the moment. So we've got Jack Clark's group, which has got Justin Dowd, Joe Jarvis, Garrett Reynolds, and Jack Clark. Then we've got Plaza, Logan Martin, Courage Adams, Boyd Hilder. Right, we're going to have a little highlight reel now, so watch this and we'll be right back with you in a second.
Over the 9-foot mark and a
and here's the team captain.
tweaking it, looking stylish.
Yeah, this is a special one.
You okay?
Ow, I hit the top.
Are you good?
Oh, yeah, you gotta Is that going 911?
No, you're straight.
So we've got team captain, Mr. Jordan Godwin in. Of course, Jordan, you came in, you went, it is hot out there, but it is fun, right?
It is a lot of fun. The crowd, as always, is ecstatic, but it is extremely humid in there. It's pretty insane.
It is boiling, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a bit cooler in our little dungeon here.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I'm sitting here and I can just feel the heat
Radiating off,
off.
Now get your comments in now. Now's your time to get your comments in. Get them on the chat. I'm going to read some out. I'm going to keep looking at them now. Chris?
Now, you had said that the crowd is really getting amped. Everyone's like, you know, they want to see the riders throwing down. But you're a really humble, mellow guy. And I was saying on the broadcast, like, if I met you just walking through the courtyard, I would never know that you're one of the most progressive modern-day street riders alive right now. So does the crowd help you, or are you just like, maybe if we could just tone it down a little bit, I could kind of focus a little bit more? What's your take?
I think it helps. Yeah, like it makes you. It kind of adds a bit of pressure, but it makes you want to land your run more than if they weren't there, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I should have known. I mean, you are one that is good under pressure. You are an X Games gold medalist now, and Yeah, so who am I to say? But I mean, it's an absolute pleasure to watch you ride, and luckily I didn't really jinx you too much this time, but you're so consistent with some super technical tricks.
Thank you.
Is it as easy as it looks for you?
Well, we said, and we were like, I remember those Tyler's tricks used to be like a ratio of about 1 to 10. You just can one bang them every time.
I don't know. It doesn't usually work like that, but this weekend they've been landing stuff somehow. I don't really know how.
Well, we've had some comments coming in. Somebody said, what's your favourite trick? Now, with a man who's got as many tricks as you, have you got a favourite at the moment?
Probably crank arms. Just crank arms in general, yeah. I really enjoy them at the moment.
Now, do you switch your feet for every crank arm that you do, or are you trying to give the judges a harder job and knowing that you're switching your feet and doing things on both sides of the bike?
For a contest run, I definitely try to mix it up just to show both sides. That it's not like I just do it one way. I try to show both sides, yeah, in contest.
Okay. So making the things a little bit harder for the judges, give them a little bit more to look at?
Somebody's also asked, what's your best city to ride in?
My favorite city to ride in is New York.
New York?
Yeah.
Any upcoming trips to New York?
Potentially in April next year. So,
Whoa,
yeah.
busy man again.
Pretty excited, yeah.
Looking forward to Nora Cup tonight?
I can't wait to see the results. It's going to be an interesting evening, I think.
Yeah, I think you and a couple guys on your team, could have a really good night tonight.
I think Donaghy's going to have a great night tonight.
Hey, man, it's been a great year for you guys. Been fanning out on you guys all year long. It's a lot of fun, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Dude, give us a high five. Well done, man. Well done. Get out there, get yourself some water, get some fresh air. You deserved it, dude.
Thank you so much. Cheers, guys.
Thanks a lot, boss. Ever the humble man, ever the humble man. And we're going to take a look at the placings after that. Would you look at that? We should have said to him before he's gone, come back.
Jordan, hey, man, you're winning right now, buddy.
You're winning.
Well, hey, it looks like Team Dove slides down there into that second position for the finals. So I'm not gonna start making any guesses right now because I certainly don't want to be wrong. But I mean, things are moving along. Every team has kind of upped the ante since we started this whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. And there we got next heat coming in then. Team Clark, are they going to be able to rattle the leaderboard anymore? I mean, he knows what he's doing when he's picking a team. There's Jack Clark. You know, he's like, hold on a minute. Nobody's got Garrett Reynolds. Hold on a minute. Nobody's got Jarvis. Okay, well, I'll take them, please. And then Justin Dowell. I think he'd chosen Jack Watts. And then I think Jack Watts was busy. And he was like, I'm going to call Justin. Justin was like, I'm booking my flight now. I'm in. I'll be there. That was about 4 days before the contest.
Yeah, Dowell is a guy that we certainly don't see at an event like Swatch Battle of Hastings. But and as we've said many times, Team Clark is Jack Clark had to earn his spot to be a team captain.
Yeah, damn right he did. But I was here. I was doing the MC, and when Jack was qualifying, and he deserved it. Believe me. And I think we've not actually seen Jack at full tilt in that park so far. I think we're going to have more to come from them.
Yeah, and I'm not going to call him out on anything. I know what he can do. I know he held back a little bit for the qualifying round. So, and he's got Garrett Reynolds on his team.
I know.
Like Reynolds, much like Jordan Godwin, super consistent with some of the most difficult riding that there is. Just highly technical, highly skilled, and this is going to be a good one to watch between Justin, Joe Jarvis, and Garrett Reynolds, and of course Jack Clark himself. They're going to set this place ablaze.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you've got in your team the most decorated BMXer from X Games, you probably formed a pretty good team.
So I've worked on X Games broadcasts before, and it's the person that it is the least important to that has won this. You ask like
won it the most.
That has won it the most. Like it's Garrett. Like he's like yeah, it's just what I do. Whatever. He will be the last one to tell you about his accomplishments, and just a truly humble guy. I mean, he comes from the state of New Jersey, blue collar state, where you put in your hard work, you keep your head down, and you just do your thing. And that's Garrett Reynolds. We see Justin Dowell right now.
Justin's in then. We're narrowing away there, and the riders are getting stuck in. We're sorry about that. Dowell is in. Oh, double bars with that transfer in.
I wasn't ready. I thought he was just warming up.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, up he goes. We can't hear Daryl or Andy either. There's that tongue-out flare. Up and over, whip into the wall, takes the awkward one with their one-handed X as well. Don't see enough of them.
No. 360 with the double tail. You saw that flare no-hander he did in that bowl corner earlier. That is a tight transition.
Yeah, Justin! Kidding me.
Corking it out with the 540 flare. Now I want you to remember that, because that's a 540 flare. It kind of looks like a corked out 900, but we know that a guy like Jack Clark does like a more natural 900, spins it like almost old school, like you would see like Hoffman or Miron do back in the day. So remember that one, and then remember what you're about to say. I'm not saying Jack Clark's going to do it, but I'm just saying, like, you'll see a difference.
And it feels like he's, Justin's definitely upped it from yesterday.
Yeah, I would say so, but here's a guy that likes to get the party started. Mr. Joe Jarvis, a staple at Swatch Battle of Hastings.
Yeah, damn straight. Another one of those riders that's stupidly consistent as well.
Check him out going into the whiplash here, stomping down on those pedals.
Textbook Jarvis. Here you go.
Wow. Fighting for that rollback. Just rolled right into that transition.
He was forcing that round.
I would count it, but of course I'm not a judge.
Yes.
Hard way 360 out of that truck driver over the awkward spine.
Yeah, Jarvis. Get straight up on that X up double peg. And again, yeah, Jarvis.
The amount
of energy at the minute, I'm liking it.
The amount of the balance tricks that he can do on command, unreal. It's funny because like Justin Dowell and Joe Jarvis don't know each other very well. And I think Dowell was a little bit concerned about Joe Jarvis's partying habits. And Dowell was going to say something, and Garrett Rums was like, hey, man, no, you got to let Joe be Joe. He'll be just fine. And based on that first run, he is just fine. Drinking water for the first time this weekend, I'm sure. Getting a hug from Andy Zeiss. I'm sorry, Joe. I know I always put a target on your back at these broadcasts, but it's all out of good love.
Nah, it's all out of good love. Now, if you're going to be self-proclaimed walking, talking party machine, you've got to live up to it, and he does.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Garrett Reynolds dropping in. That was an opposite bar spin for Garrett.
Like you said, the most decorated X Games.
That was a 360 to feeble, but he wanted more out of that. There's that double tire.
Oh my goodness, whip out from the double tire up.
Pop that tail up like it was a dirt jump. Opposite bar spin, opposite ice pick, and you keep hearing me talk about like opposite and switching feet and things like that. Like, it really is. It makes things so difficult, but these guys make it look so easy.
It's the equivalent of if you're right-handed trying to write with your left hand. It's essentially that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garrett, and this is one of the best in the business at just doing that.
180 crooks, pulling it back around. First time he's dabbed a foot, really, just shaking it off right there.
As you were saying there, when you were talking this through, when you've spoken to him, when you've done broadcasts for the X Games, and like we said, the most decorated athlete, in X Games of all time. But it's a good lesson to learn for all, the younger riders out there. He goes out and he just wants to ride his BMX. He's having fun. That's the main aim of the game. He's not got a competition head on. He's not thinking about anything else other than, I like to ride my bike and I like to have fun. And then when that comes, the rest kind of slots in place.
Absolutely. We got Jack Clark ready to visit the course for the first time. Spending a casual evening with Jack and his dad just the other night. Check him out. 270 table into that big Swatch bank. Opposite tail whip downside. Let's see what he's got on the spine. Huge! With that 360 invert. A little bit of a look back. He's got like kind of a classic style.
Over that. Yeah, he does, yeah. There's something a bit old school about him. He's like the perfect character that's kind of bridge between the newer school style of riding. And there we go. And there's that Kind of like you said, kind of older looking 9.
That's like a classic 900. He has like a flat spin when he does it. So if you think back as to what Justin Dowell did, how he did like the 540 flare when he was like corked out, like it looked like he was spinning a corked 900. So there's your difference right there.
And as well, like we were saying earlier as well, doing a high consequence trick like a 900 in essentially what's halfway through your run, you know? That could go easily wrong and it's messed up your, you know, most of your run. Instead gets it done.
That was a solid first visit from Mr. Jack Clark.
Yes, solid.
You know, the first bit of commentary I ever did, Jack Clark was at Simple Session, and Jack Clark was there, and he's still to this day like, hey, thank you for the nice words there, man. I appreciate it. So always good to see Jack Clark at a BMX event because he absolutely kills it.
Team captain.
Representing for Tall Order, Sebastian Keep being his boss.
Yeah, legendary rider, legendary brand. And who your son is named after as well,
Yes,
right?
my son is named after Sebastian James Keep. Oh, a little bit high-sided on that one, maybe one a little bit more. Not as good as his first visit to the course, but Justin Dow was still super consistent.
Oh yeah, there's that tucker hand flare again. Bars into the wall. Turn down on it this time. Yeah, Dow.
He's got that goofy-footed style. He's left foot forward, but he also spins left.
Yeah.
Some of the best bike riders in the world are goofy-footed. Nyquist, Mike Aiken, to name a few.
Yeah.
That's 2 rock-solid visits to the course from Mr. Justin Dowell.
You know he was stoked with that first one, and like you said, early on in the run, there was just a few things that were just pulled a bit better in the first one. I think he was just riding out the rest of that second run. If you're just joining us, these riders get 2 runs on the course, 50 seconds, and it's the highest scoring run that counts. And then they come back out and then they get 3 attempts at best trick. So, you know, you can kind of afford to scratch one of the runs, and it's really good if you get the first run done and it's solid. Jarvis in for his second now. Yeah, crank bars out. Oh, Jarvis.
So consistent with the whiplash. So consistent with that balance at all times.
So slow when he's on that hang as well. Yeah, Jarvis.
Sorry for my Grot Bags voice for a second.
Truck over that very awkward transfer. Yeah, Jarvis.
Showing you the manual to exit grind on 180.
Yeah, and you know when he comes to best trick as well, he's going to be traveling from one end of his park to the other.
They make it look easy, but coming out of an X up grind like that to pull 180 is super tough.
Yeah.
Showing you the
There's
hang
a lot
5.
going on.
Whiplash. Is he going to let it go back? And he does.
Wow. Yes. That normally takes it. I thought we were going to get that a best trick. Wow. Isaac there giving him the props. You can see what it means to him. You can see how stoked he is.
How can you be that consistent with such a hard balance trick? That is
unreal.
Unbelievable.
You can see what it means though, and you can see how taxing it is. He's trying to get some air in the only section of the room that's maybe a bit cooler than the rest.
Well, and Jarvis is a guy that like always leaves it all on the course. Like, so of course when he's done, he's exhausted. We got Mr. Garrett Reynolds showing you that up double peg bar spin over the rail. 360, feeble. Oppo bar, over the bar. Opposite tail whip off of the double tire ride. Getting me a little bit tongue-tied now, Garrett.
Garrett is somebody who's essentially completed BMX on quite a few occasions. What have we got now? Oh!
Oh, man.
Bars into the crook, bars out. Oh my goodness.
The tooth hanger 360.
Just like it's nothing.
Like, Yeah.
Oh, you know he wanted to spin the bars on that as well. The timing's up. He's going to call it.
Love that tooth hanger,
He's
360.
got a lesson in BMX from the best. Garrett, super stoked. Is Isa Bakos down there? From Endless Magazine.
Oh, and then we have our team captain, Jack Clark. Does he stick with the same line that he's been doing? Kind of looks like so far.
That's a little bit low on that one, but
Ooh.
it doesn't stop the suicide or the down whip in the corner. Up and over. Oh, gets a little bit of hot grip on that one. Hot potato, hot potato.
Yeah, it's risky when you're taking off those hands when you're getting close to landing. So, like, a lot of times you'll see people, like, if you do a 360 bar spin the tail up, you always want that tail up to come second. Because you don't like having your hands off when you're getting closer to the landing.
Alley-oop flare. Again, not as strong, I would say, as the first one, but it's not for us to say. That's up for the judges, but just by our visuals. But getting some classic Jack stuff. Those little downside chins. You can do downside tube chins. You can do downside ice chins.
I'm not trying to get ahead of myself here, man, but this heat is looking fierce. I mean, I can't say where they're going to end up in the placings, but I mean, they're definitely giving Team Plaza something to think about for their next visits, which we'll be seeing here in a matter of minutes. But for now, we got the guys that are going to be coming in for their best tricks. What does Justin Dowell have for us? What does Jarvis do at this point? Garrett Reynolds? I mean, come on, this is going to be 3 visits of fury. And we know that Justin Dowell has the Twix.
Oh yeah, we've not seen that. I don't think we've seen the Twix. Well, we saw it on the Swatch Best Trick Beach Jam. You know, we saw it then, but we've not seen it in the park yet. But traditionally, you need a big jump box to pull that trick.
Yeah. You need a lot of time because you're essentially letting go of everything. The back end is spinning. You're spinning the bars. Now, I'm not saying that's what he's going to do, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did, because he can do it in a 360. He's got a lot of cool jumping tricks. He's an Olympian, so he's good under pressure. So it's going to be interesting to see what he has.
And he knows that's going to put the pressure on the likes of, let's say, Logan Martin.
Yeah, hyping up the crowd here. Definitely eyes on this semi-box jump feature.
That
360 triple tail whip.
Oh my gosh.
He landed so good in that bowl corner too.
He accelerated as he landed.
Yeah. It almost came out of the back seat. Boom, boom, boom.
Daryl can't believe it.
So he's going to get 2 more visits to the course if he wants to do 2 more best tricks. Is he just going to do them now?
Yeah, I think so. Oh.
Kind of similar to like Ben Wallace, that 3 look back.
Yeah, big time. Saw Ben at the Swatch Battle of Hastings, of course, only a couple of years ago. Huge, massive flare on the high air on the beach. Right, is Jarvis going to travel the entire length of the building, balancing on one peg, or are we going to get tech on the rails? Oh my
gosh.
You are joking. No.
I would blame Jeff Zielinski for that one. Get the media out of here.
I mean, I'd have taken kind of any one of those initial tricks.
It's wild from like where it starts to where it goes.
To where it goes.
Starts in this hang 5. Goes to the double peg, 180. Getting one in the bank for the team. Do it for the team. You got one more hit. Try to get that one done.
Yeah.
Let the media know where you're going.
One more.
So I'm sure Joe would just plow through anybody that stands in his way.
That's a good bit of, competition experience going down there, because like, I need to get some points in the bag for the team.
Yeah. 'Cause, yeah, we got to remember this is a team event.
Yeah. None of these riders are competing against one another. These are all riding with one another. So there's only one heat left after this. The guys who qualified in first position, Kevin Peraza's team. What have you been calling them the whole time? Their nickname?
I'm just going off what I saw on Instagram, and someone's like, "Oh, Peraza assembled the Avengers." Check out Joe Jarvis right here. Going the double peg. 360 hard way. Okay.
Goodness.
Dude, Jarvis has been on one all weekend long.
To go from that hang 5 into the double, and then he finds twist and spin from nowhere. He is a whole hunk of man as well, that guy. It's a lot of body to be spinning around that quick.
I gotta say, man, I think this is some of the best riding from Joe Jarvis that I've seen at any Battle of Hastings that I've ever been at.
Yeah, for sure.
This is like the best I've seen him ride. So good for you, Joe. Go enjoy your evening.
Somebody in homage to your comments on Jarvis earlier said, "You can't be hungover if you don't stop drinking."
Now, what does Garrett Reynolds have? An absolute encyclopedia of tricks that he does have. Like, what do you choose from? Does he just get one in the bank and then start having some fun?
But, his one in the bank is, a competition ender.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He's going tooth hanger to truck driver out. We saw him do the tooth hanger 360 out, and it looked really easy for him, but...
Well, he got the truck to 270.
Yeah, it's another 90 degrees.
Another 90 and he's there. That's it. I mean, I couldn't even do that on a computer game.
Yeah, we saw him do it in his run to, like, just to the 360, tooth hanger to 360, and that looked easy for him. So truck drivers are no big deal for Garrett Reynolds. So I think he's got it. I think he thinks he's got it. Let's see if he's got it.
Here we go. The hang. Oh, gets his slider. Gets his slider style.
Anyone else alive besides Garrett Reynolds would take it. Look, Steezy the way he did it.
Yeah, it did, yeah. It looked like an intentional slider.
It did. Just, oh man, but Garrett, being the perfectionist that he is, looks like he's going to go back for a little bit more, make it a little bit more, make me stomp it a little bit more. I take it.
All right, come on then, Garrett. Final attempt for Mr. Reynolds. One of the best to ever do it. I mean, that's kind of like 180 to slider.
I know he wants to get the complete 360, but
he's going to go. He's going to go again.
Okay.
He wants it. All right, come on, Garrett. What are you saying on the comments? Keep the comments coming in. We're going to read some more out pretty soon. And I think we're going to get Garrett in here as well. So we can ask him about this.
See, he's one of those dudes, even when he messes up, he doesn't mess up.
He doesn't mess up.
Like, he's still able to, like, slider it out. And
that used to be the classic mirror, right? It was like, like a little make a mess up into something.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't care if he doesn't pop it super high out of the tooth hanger. That doesn't matter to me.
Look at Jarvis there getting everybody hyped to try and get this one more time. Jarvis just wants to see it. He's just fanboying out there. He's like, I just want to see it. Come on. So we are going to be getting Garrett in the room with Chris and I in a few minutes' time. So, have you ever thought, I'd really love to ask Garrett a question? Oh, now's your chance. Get on. Ask away.
What do you want to know? What makes Garrett tick? Go ahead, ask it on the live stream. Hashtag BOHBMX.
Oh! He's like, Not again, Jarvis, please, come on.
The only
I'm
one in
done.
the building that's disappointed in that is Garrett himself.
He is a perfectionist. Okay, so only one rider left in there for the best trick, Jack Clark. But get on the comments, what do you want to ask Garrett Reynolds? How heavy is all the gold around your neck?
Now, what is Jack Clark? What does he have for best trick? He's done the 9 already. He's done a couple hard hits. I love the way he does that big 270 table onto the swatch.
Yeah, I love that. Is he going to get a bit tech? Flare to peg to bar in. Just first attempt.
That looked a little too easy.
That looks stupidly easy.
Maybe it is easy.
He's got two attempts left, so maybe he's just getting that one in the bag. I mean, he looked pretty surprised that he pulled it as well, to be fair. First attempt. Does he now move on to something else?
Yeah, I mean, he's got 2 more attempts if he wants to go at something, maybe take a little bit more time. He's got one in the bank.
Somebody asking here, Garrett, what's your favorite trick? We can ask him that when he gets in here. He's got a lot to choose from.
Yeah, he's got plenty to choose from. I'm going to render a guess. I'm going to say his favorite trick is opposite tailors. Let's see if I'm right. If I'm right, you owe me $10. Come out. Ooh, up onto the sourcebmx.com wall. What does he want out of that? What does he want into that?
Remember a few years ago we had Owen Clegg on that back section. Right, come on then, Jack. Goes a little bit quiet. Chris and I go a little bit quiet. That's us just trying to read your comments coming in and read your questions coming in for Garrett. So we ain't leaving you. We're with you the whole time. Right. It's going to get up on that sourcebmx.com wall at the back. Bars. Oh, going on to bars to ice. One more. Look, he's like asking the crowd up there. Do you want one more? Should we do one more?
Bar to ice. We already saw the flare, the double peg, bar in.
Yeah, he got one in the bag, nice and early. He's like, wow, okay, let's do something different.
Maybe does he want? He could do bar into ice pick to bar spin out. You know Jack can do it. Just got to get the proper lean on that ice pick. Check him out.
Almost had the pop, almost had Fudger. Fudger nearly hits the deck again. He's going to go home with an injury.
Fudger's having a hard weekend. He's been taken out a couple times on the course.
I think he's going to call it there. Yes, Jack. Well, he got it. He got the flare to double peg the bar in. It's up to the judges to see how that scores to the other stuff.
Now, in terms of today's competition, Seb, what do you think? Do they take the lead now?
That is hard to tell, you know.
Away from Team Jordan Godwin? I mean, every team so far has stepped it up in terms of their points. So, again, not a judge here, thankful for that, but you got to think they stepped it up enough between Justin Dowell, Jack Clark, Garrett Reynolds. I think Joe Jarvis has had his best day today here at Battle of Hastings, so I'd give it to him, but we got to wait and see. That bar into the ice.
Oh, so close. He's getting locked onto the ice. People want it. They're like, come on, do it again, do it again.
When you're ice picking like a back wall
one
like
more
that,
and that's it. Nobody says one more and done.
It's a steep quarter. You got to push far back. He's trying to get the bar spin in. And when you're doing an ice pick on a back wall like that, you want to make sure you're really leaning back into the quarter. And if you don't got that lean, you're just going to case.
Yeah.
So, and you know if he cases it, he's not going to count it.
Yeah, exactly. So remember, we're going to have Garrett in here. Keep the questions coming in. Somebody says Fudger might need to start padding up.
Dude, Fudger has been taking a beating. Absolutely.
He's been thrown around this part. It's the bars. Oh, it's he wanted the bars. I mean, take it. That was again, was just for the love of it.
Yeah, you could tell the way he was shaking his head when he was riding away. He's like, I wanted a little bit more out of that, but you get what you get. You don't get upset. Carry on. Team Jack Clark absolutely rose the bar, I think. I think Heat 4 might have been our best heat so far. We're seeing every team step it up more and more and more. And Team Jack Clark definitely did just that. So we're going to have Garrett Reynolds in here in a little bit. And we're going to get to pick his brain a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure you get the comments coming in. We want to see them coming in. I've got the computer down by the side of me here, so if I'm ever looking down by the side, I'm just trying to read your comments that are coming in. But wow, I mean, true to form, you know, they have to go in order that they kind of placed in after the qualifiers. And true to form, it's like every team so far has kind of stepped it up in the kind of order they've been going. So are we going to see that from the next team, from Plaza again?
Well, it's certainly not a team of slouches. I mean, we got Boyd Hilder, we've got Courage Adams, and the Olympic gold medalist Logan Martin himself. And I've been watching Kevin Peraza ride all weekend long, and it has been ego-crushing to watch a man that good on the bike. He doesn't mess up. He doesn't slip pedals. He's laughing. He's smiling. He was making eye contact with me while he was doing the hardest tricks. I'm like, man, BMX is just easy for some people.
It is. Well, there's only one group left to shake up that leaderboard, and I'm sure this group just gone is going to shake up the leaderboard too. But come back to us very soon. But right now we got Van's best trick highlights reel. Check it out.
I am sitting here with the pride of the Garden State, now living in San Diego, California. We've got 16-time gold medalist from the X Games, Mr. Garrett Reynolds, a guy that does not care that he's won that many gold medals. Now, Garrett, your last trick that you were trying for best trick, we could tell what you were trying, and I thought it looked pretty sick, but you looked a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to do hanger truck. You can kind of save if you go past 180, you go slider, so you don't just ruin your wheel and put a flat spot in it. But yeah, hard trick. So I was like, good enough.
I thought it looked really steezy, and I know a lot of people at home probably liked it too. But I was like, you know, the only person in this room that's disappointed is Garrett himself because he wants to get it proper. Now, You're part of Team Jack Clark. It's kind of an obscure team. It's you, Justin Dowell, Joe Darvis, and of course Jack Clark himself. It's kind of a team you wouldn't really expect. But what's it like to get invited to be a part of this team?
I would say it's been one of the funner ones because it's a random group of guys that a lot of the years I've been here, I've done it with like friends I'm pretty close with. So it's been really fun just to meet new people and like try to figure out what they're about and like just find common ground and ride together and just meet new people. Even though we do know each other, it's just like we're communicating more now.
I think in terms of strategy, I think Jack Clark knew exactly what he was doing because the way you and Joe Jarvis handled your stuff, the way that Justin Dowell handled his stuff, and Jack himself, like it's been really fun to watch. Like 4 different riders from different backgrounds that you traditionally would not see session together, riding together, all out there on the course for your heat. That was a lot of fun. Now we had a question from, we've been getting questions from the live feed, and I want to make sure that I'm right on this because I made a guess, and I said, someone's like, what's Garrett's favorite trick?
Ooh, I like them all too much, but if I had to say bar hanger or switch whip, but
I was kind of right.
They're all fun.
I said that Garrett's favorite trick was a switch or an opposite tail whip.
Yeah, love that one.
So,
that's
okay,
not a bad answer.
I'm kind of right. So I had $10 riding on it, but it's all good. I kind of think I
got your back. You deserve the 10. That's like, it's top 3, you know?
Well, I will say the way that you do your opposite tail ups looks so good. Guys like you and Dennis, like the way you guys can kick an oppo tail whip, like I think it looks better than regular.
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
like the way your feet come out and you just kind of stomp. So I don't know.
Thank
I'm just
you.
kind of fanning out now.
Yeah,
so.
Thank you, bro. Yeah. At least I can catch the pedals on that one.
Any questions, Seb?
We've had, some people have been asking, going, is he working on anything? Is there anything coming up soon? Anything that we can have a little sneak peek of into?
Hopefully a new video project now that we're done with No Love, but just in the beginning works. So.
Just in the beginning works, but has it started?
No, not yet. Hopefully soon.
And if you get a chance, make sure you watch No Love. You will not be disappointed. We get clips on here as we watch it. We're like, oh my gosh. So it might be a good night for you guys at Nora Cup.
We're not too worried about it, dude. BMX is all about having fun and hanging out with your friends.
Exactly what we said earlier. That's exactly what we said. That's all Garrett worries about. And just happens he's the most decorated BMXer for it. So worked out well for you, Garrett. Brother, thank you so much. You go get yourself a well-deserved drink. We really appreciate it, man. Thanks, man. Hey, before you go, Team Clark have just gone into first place. Oh, he said we're in trouble though. We got Peraza's team up next. Garrett, catch you in a bit, man.
Peraza's got nothing. I'm just kidding. You guys are definitely going to kill it, Kevin. I got you.
So we said that I was probably going to mix up the leaderboard, and it has done just that. And true to form, as I said, each team has gone in their running order for where they placed in the qualifiers, and it's coming out exactly the same at the moment. Team Clark just gone straight in.
And did you see that score? They didn't just beat the scores prior. They ousted those scores. So
boosted those scores.
The pressure is on for Team Kevin Peraza. Can Kevin himself step it up? Can Logan, Courage, and Boyd Hilder, do they have what it takes to take the lead away from Team Jack Clark? What a pleasure to have a guy like Garrett Reynolds in here. The most humble man. You would never know just how talented he is. You would never know about the accolades that he has. Just all these guys, just humble, mellow, and just what a pleasure to know him and to get to interview them.
I know, man. It's so sick. It's such an honor. And Garrett's just such a legend. We've interviewed him in here loads. I mean, you hung out with him, you've ridden with him. It's just, he's just the sickest guy. He's kind of, I said it about meeting you, like you shouldn't meet your heroes, sometimes they say. But, as are you and Garrett, live up to the legendary status that you well deserve.
Garrett stayed at my house one time, and he was a super respectful house guest.
I bet he is.
And again, like he rolled up, and I had my lawn nice and cut. He goes, "Oh, this is Chris Doyle living." I'm like, "Thanks, Garrett. I appreciate that."
So as we get up now to the final heat number 5. As we said, Kevin Peraza's team, and what a team he has put together. Logan Martin, Courage Adams, Boyd Hilder, and Kevin himself. A collection of the globe's biggest names in BMX. The first one in is going to be Boyd. What have you got for us, Boyd? Straight out the gates, get stuck on. Oh, yeah. Up and over. Boyd showing that. Oh, when he bars crook. Yeah, gets on the roller coaster line and does it. Nos bars over. You're joking.
We saw Lacey playing with that line, and boy, just doesn't. I love how he pedals across the Swatch wall.
So good. He like airs up, gets into ET, keeps riding.
Whoa!
Bars out.
You gotta be kidding me.
They ain't messing. Think they've had a team talk from Plaza.
Bar spin into that curved wall, then he goes coast to coast on that wall, on the next wall to bar spin in.
To bar spin in, yeah.
And think about where he started. He started on the other side of the park, hitting the street section, comes over into the bowl. Like, he's truly a guy that can ride everything.
Well, as far as starts go, that is a good start.
That's the start you want.
So, again, I love it because you get that first one done, your first one's safe. And, you know, the way that it works when you qualify and you end up going kind of the last team when you qualify the highest, that means because you can see what everybody else is doing. Sometimes that lays on more pressure because you're like, whoa, we got to do more than we thought we were going to have to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be dropping in after Team Jack Clark just went.
Yeah.
That's a
tough the scoreboard.
Tough act to follow.
Now, Courage. I reckon we're going to be seeing some front end action from Courage. There we go, straight into it. How does he just lock onto that so well?
Smile on his face, bar in. He's a guy, like, similar to so many of these guys, like, even when he messes up, he doesn't really mess up.
I gave him the curse of the commentator, and he was like, no, it's okay, I'll just drop it into a manual then instead, no worries.
Well, it's always nice to have a backup plan. Like, if things start to go south, just have a backup plan. Check this out. Bar spin to manual down the quarter pipe. Coming into the bar spin, that's ice pick grind. I was riding with him yesterday. He runs like 40 pounds of pressure in his tires, like next to nothing. Huge hardway 360 out of the double peg.
And he's a whole hunk of man to only have 40 PSI in the tires. What are you running yours? I'm still on like 90.
85, 90, yeah. But it's almost like the low air pressure might help him keep his balance a little bit because the tire kind of makes like a rectangle as he's balancing it out. So it kind of flattens out and maybe helps him out. I'm only speculating. I don't know. I could never nose wheelie.
But then you kind of feel the squidge of the tire might also put you off as well. I don't know.
Yeah, hey, I don't know. It works for him. It's good for me.
I mean, if my tire goes down to 40 PSI, that's the time that I just put the bike down for the day. And I must have a slow puncture.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Olympic gold medalist, Mr. Logan Martin, a guy we don't traditionally see at an event such as Swatch Battle of Hastings, ready to drop in and set this place on fire. Keep your eyes on the spine.
Here we go, Dave. Oh, bar flip over the spine. Over the shoulder a bit with that one as well. Oh! You are kidding me. Third trick in the run. Triple truck. Double bars up into the transfer. Now getting some speed to come back in. Spreads the wings. And again, does it one way, does it the other way. High on the wall wide transfer. Whip round in that pocket, gets the speed back again. Whip, flip whip. Downside whip flare.
He's a guy that you can never count him out. I've seen him at I've been at bowl contests before. I love him. I can't do much here, and then he'll win it. Yeah, it's just like he's from Australia, rides a lot of concrete parks growing up. I was lucky enough to ride with him at the ACT Jam back in Australia a couple of years ago, and at every single jam, it wasn't a contest, but he won every jam. It was, and everyone was talking about him, and he's a superstar now, and deservedly so.
And when we interviewed him yesterday, he was so nice hearing his thoughts about coming to a contest like this, because he was like, maybe I feel like it's not my place to be here, and then I get here and everybody's welcoming. Everybody's like, it's just one BMX love, and the crowd have been great with him. The other riders, the more core riders have been great with him. Nyquist said something similar, right? Right, team captain Plaza. A man. Oh, will ride on that backboard, whip out.
Oh, no. And folks at home, that wall is not easy to get to.
No.
That sourcebmx.com wall back there, that is a steep quarter. Check them out. There's that double tail whip downside. In the 270, that's an opposite double tail whip. Now we saw him fall early in his run, but he's just coming right back, guns blazing, tail whip in the pocket. Look at this.
Oh! I think, I've got to say, I think Plaza's like my favorite BMX rider to watch. Just because you just never know what he's going to come up with.
He's so creative with the lines that he comes up with. He's creative with the tricks that he chooses to do.
He can do the big stuff. He can do the tech. He can get street on it.
I can't believe he messed up on that hand plant.
Oh, I know.
On the Vans wall. That was uncharacteristic of.
But there's not a lot of transition to land into there. You've got to get that hand plant just right.
True. Now, Boyd Hilder's back on course. His first run was maybe the run of the contest. In terms of like how he's able to mix up the.
Well, like you said, it started with a world-class street run like he's doing now and finished with a world-class bowl run. It's like,
he can do everything. I love this. Well, we see him just airing into that quarter. He did the nose to bar on the last one.
And, you know, Plaza's the same. You know, I love that. It gets me every time. Bars in.
I guess that's really easy for him. Jeez.
But that line, you know,
Pedals moved a little bit on that tail whip transfer, but he somehow hangs on to it.
Yeah, downside, double peg.
Wow.
Pressing in the corner, smile on face.
So in terms of like difficulty, creativity, usage of the course, that might be your best run. Honestly,
for sure.
The ability to mix things up from one end to the other and give the judges, you know, a lot of options as to what they see, and not taking anything away. But you see a guy like Logan, he primarily stays in the transition.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Logan's not going over to the rails. He's not going over the ledges, whereas Boyd does a little bit of everything.
Right, Courage back in. Right, this is going to go for what he wanted the first time. That's where I forced him in to drop down to the manual. But this time, all the way to the end with the bars out. Yes.
Now he's on it. He's on fire now.
He's in the flow.
He's going to do this bar spin to manual into this tight transition here. The bike control is unfair.
Oh my goodness.
Solid run so far, Courage. Keep it up.
The only foot wrong so far.
Again, that's uncharacteristic of Courage to like mess that one up, because we saw him do it the last time and he's popped it so high, so clean. Oh, manual to 360 into the transition, waving it off. Always a pleasure to have Courage out.
Yeah. Mr. Terra getting involved again, 40 PSI on the course. Yes, Keith. Hope you're doing well out there, my man. Been a while. Right. Andy getting Logan in. Starts off in that pocket again with that big down.
Please do the 3 invert. Bam! Oh, he comes up a little short, unfortunately, but still got a great run going.
He wanted to do something else in that as well. The bars backy. Yeah, double truck over.
I'm already thinking ahead. What does a guy like Logan do for best trick?
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking exactly the same. Then look, watch this. He's going to hit that same thing, but the opposite way. Spreads the wings.
Sticking to the same line here. Going coast to coast.
That's not too unfamiliar for Logan. He has a run in his mind. Whoa, he just catches that and then straight into that down flare. 3, 2, 1. Yes, Logan. But it doesn't surprise me that run 1, run 2, you know, are similar. He just wants to get the most dialed version of it every time.
Yeah, sticks with the same line, just kind of adds tricks to it, takes tricks away. But I mean, he's a competitor. He knows what it takes to win. So who are we to say what's right and wrong?
Right. Team captain, final run before we get into best trick. Started off again with that wall ride to whip and then nose to bars. Plaza, yeah.
Is he fighting nerves a little bit, maybe?
I think it kind of routed him that first like pedal slip from that wall to whip. And he's sacked off the hand palm that time. Oh, huge whip pocket. That, you know, we had Sandoval in here earlier, you know, explaining just how difficult that transition is. Yes, Kevin. And he's calling in there, Plaza.
The look on his face tells me that he maybe wanted a little bit more from that. And
I think he just got riled when he had that wall ride to whip out, and he just kind of you know, I don't think the foot touched the floor, but it just came off the pedal, and that was enough to kind of take the sting out of the tail a little bit.
It's not the traditional body language that we're used to seeing from Kevin Plaza. Just kind of like, yeah, you know, just got a little hung up on a few places. You know, you miss a beat, you lose the rhythm, but...
Well, I'm guessing he would have probably seen, you know, the leaderboard and, you know, how much was at stake and how much the points had jumped at that point. But remember, they had the 2 runs. They don't get both scores from both runs. They only get their best score in one, and then that's combined with whatever best trick they do. And I mean, these riders are capable, I mean, of almost anything. What tricks do you think they should do? What would you want to see?
What does a guy like Boyd do? Boyd has countless options in his arsenal of tricks. What do you choose from here?
Yeah, exactly. And where? Because you could do it anywhere.
Just gathering up some speed here. There's that bar in. Ooh, bar out of the curved wall. First try for Boyd Hilder. Bar spin into the curved wall, bar spin out. You sound like you here. Easy as you like.
Easy as you like. Exactly. But is he going to add to it? Is he going to do something else? Not add to that trick necessarily, but is he going to be like, all right, well, I've got that one in the bag. Let's try something else. Look, he is. I think he wants to try something else. Where is he going to go? Is it going to be the same again? Getting the speed up. No, he's going up to... Yes!
Gosh.
We saw this. We saw this from him last time he was here.
The traditional foot plant on the wall, but trying to come in fakey from it.
Yeah. I mean, just foot planting that thing is scary enough. Sorry, 1 attempt left. He's already got one in the bag. Just checking out.
He's got to be so exhausted right now, too. We can hear the crowd getting hyped from here.
It's a good camera angle, this one. He's got it! Oh, my goodness. So then it's down to the judges, which they feel is better.
Make it look a little harder next time, Boyd.
Exactly. Making that look stupidly easy. Gets one bang and done on the first one. Crashes the second attempt with that foot plant. Coming in fakey and then gets it on the third attempt, or second attempt, should I say, on that one. All right, Courage is in. Courage coming up.
Now, for best trick yesterday, we saw Courage do bar spin into nose manual and then bar spin out. Does he stick with something like that? Does he do the same thing, or does he have something new for us?
Giving all the filmers and photographers the opportunity to get in position, to get in place
All right, come on then, Courage. Sorry if we go quiet sometimes. That's usually when we're just reading your comments. We like seeing the comments going through, so keep them coming. We'll give you a shout out if we see something. We like doing the shout outs to people. You guys doing us a favour, being on board with us all day long. We really appreciate it. Now, Courage.
Oh! That's nice. I like that. Manualing that tilted ledge there.
And that ledge is
180
pushing
bar.
you away the whole
Yeah.
time, you know, and then you've got a 180 bar over that. That's a big gap as well.
Second attempt here from Courage. There we go. Oh.
Got a smile on his face though.
On day one, I saw him take a big slam. He went to 180 crooked grind, the rail that you see by Fudger right there, and just got hung up and did a full back dive, like straight to his back. Got rocked super hard. I was like, man, like if that was me, you'd be taking me out on a stretcher right now. But he got up, dusted himself off, got some water, and I was like, dude, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, man, just kind of got hung up, like no big deal. I was like, man, that was a big slam. But again, he takes good care of himself. He works out, he eats well, he, drinks his water. If you follow him on Instagram like I do, you see his daily routine that he posts. And this is a guy that wants to be around for a long time. And unfortunately in BMX we take slams, and that's something that you have to overcome. You have to come back from those slams. And the better you take care of yourself, the easier that is.
The easier the healing is. I mean, when he hit the floor then, that knocked the wind out of me. So goodness how it felt to him.
A third attempt to make it count for the judges.
Let's do it, Courage! She's got it! Yes!
Yes, Courage.
And he's stoked with that. There you go. You can see the gap there. You can see at the angle of that bank pushing him away. Yes, that's sick. He's stoked with that.
Manual up 180 bar over that rail and into the wedge, pulling the rollback. Oh, we've seen the rollbacks claim so many people today, but not Courage. Courage gets it done.
So then, 2 riders left, 3 attempts each at best trick, and it just happens to be Logan Martin and Kevin Peraza.
Yeah, Logan's not like a best trick type of guy, but he's got a ton of tricks like that right there. And you heard me talk about it earlier. That's a 540 flare. It looks kind of like a corked out 900, but we saw a guy like Jack Clark who he does like the more flat spin 900, whereas
more of a traditional.
Yeah, whereas Logan kind of corks it out. And there's heavy debate online between the 540 flare and a corked out 900. So I usually just say both.
Yeah.
So feel free to tell me I'm wrong.
I'm the same. And like when we talk about Logan not being like the best trick kind of guy, it's because that man only goes for stuff that he knows he's going to pull. He knows he can do.
I got to see this.
Yeah.
I want to see this go down. I like to see a guy like Logan really having to try. Because he's another guy that seems like things come so easy to him. So
he works. He's another guy who looks after himself, his routine.
I like seeing dudes work for it a little bit. I like seeing, the process.
Well, all of these guys have got their own compounds, right? And so they kind of practice behind closed doors. You see them at a competition. Come on, Logan, let's see it, bro. Up, over. Oh my goodness, I thought he got it.
He just slid out at the very last moment. Is that 3? That's 3 for him.
Yeah, that's 3 for him, yeah. But he nailed the first one.
But it looks like he's going to do it for the crowd.
Yeah, he's going
to do it for us.
Again, when you come that close to something, it's hard to walk away from it. It's different if you're just crashing out every single time, but when you come that close.
He just slid out at the last moment. Would have loved to have seen him get that for the judges.
For the judges, yeah.
Look, got to get this good transition. Has he got it? You see him hang up just a little bit on that 6-foot quarter when he's coming in. You got to get perfect transition.
Well, as
on
you
the-
were saying earlier, though, when you do that transfer and you hit that bank, you just hit it hard. You
So
just
hard.
splat.
Yeah.
And then you just on a stop. So, I mean, and let's face it, that transfer is huge just in its own right. Right. He's doing it for the love of it. He's doing it for the crowd. He's not doing it for the judges. He's doing it for the viewers online. He's doing it for the guys in the crowd.
Sometimes just getting to the trick can be harder than the trick itself. You know, that's and all you've seen.
He's calling it.
You've seen a lot of people jump into that quarter pipe and they make it look so easy, and you forget just how difficult some of these things can be. We got Mr. Kevin Peraza. He's going to be dropping in for his last trick. He's the last rider that we're going to see this weekend. So hope you've had a good time. We certainly have, but more to come from Mr. Kevin Peraza. And one of these guys, I have no idea. We've got a lot of photographers set up on the spine area right here. What's it going to be from Kevin Peraza?
Oh my goodness! Peraza, you madman! Come on, Kevin, let's see this.
He's been doing stuff like this all year long.
The thing is, right, these last tricks are so important. It's these tricks that are going to tweak the top of that leaderboard. And this is the only team now who can, kick off Jack Clark from that top spot. And Clark being the wild card entrant, got his place here by winning the qualifiers.
Now backflip with a 180 and an opposite tail whip over this spine obstacle right here. Let's see if he's got it. Oh my gosh!
My goodness!
Could not have done that any better. That's how we end a competition right there. Unbelievable from Kevin Peraza.
Look at that in there. Peraza, you can see how much it means, how stoked he is. First person in to congratulate George and then Logan. So stoked. Second attempt on that.
Honestly, couldn't have pulled it any better. Landed perfect on the transition. Got the rollback. Just backflip 180 with an opposite tail whip. Now, some people will call it a flare with an opposite tail whip, but a flare is where you come back into the same transition in which you started. So, to me, I call it a 180 with the backflip and an opposite tail whip.
I do the same as that.
Feel free to tell us in the comments, but whatever you want to call it, I call it badass. That was one hell of a performance by Mr. Kevin Peraza.
Yeah, Kevin. But is it going to be enough for the team to be knocked off Jack Clark, to be knocked off the top spot? Only time will tell. Look at the atmosphere in there. That's why Chris and I are always saying, if you've never been to a Swatch Battle of Hastings, you've got to get yourself here next time, because it's a competition like no other competition. Hold on a minute. Peraza's gone back in.
Sure, why not?
What? Because he's got one more attempt at something?
All right.
Oh! He just lays out a classic bit of Peraza.
Looking like TJ Lavin with a Superman sea crab into the shallowest bowl.
Give the people what they want.
That's going to make for some great photos on that.
Yeah. There we have it. All 5 teams thrown down. We've seen the leaderboard. We've seen Jack Clark's team sat at the top at the moment with his team, Justin Joe, Joe Jarvis, Garrett Reynolds, and Mr. Clark. But has Peraza's team done enough? Has Boyd, Courage, Logan, and Kevin done enough? Have they done enough? Well, I've got to say, I'm quite simply speechless, I think, after that.
I mean, what do you say about a guy like Kevin Peraza that hasn't already been said? In my opinion, he's one of the best bike riders in the world right now. So it's fun to watch him as he's riding his peak, as he's doing some of the craziest tricks with seemingly ease.
Yeah.
So I mean, all these guys, it's just so amazing to be able to watch them in an environment like this, just doing their thing.
Now, what's going to be interesting is we saw the jump in Clark's team in points-wise compared, to the other teams. Has Peraza's team done enough, do you think?
That I don't know. I cannot accurately answer that question. I'm not a judge. I lean on guys like Van and Ruben and Christie and Cleworth to make that final call. But man,
and they are under pressure right now because we need to get these results quick. So they're under pressure. They're being asked, have you finished? Have you finished? Have you finished? And they're like, give us our time because this is important. It means a lot to those riders.
Yeah, I mean, it just. Everything that we've seen today, I mean, this is top tier BMX bicycle riding at its finest. And, you forget that it's a judged event. You forget that they're not just here putting on a demo. They're trying to win a contest. Of course, they're having fun, but they're also trying to win at the same time. So
Wow.
I don't know. I just don't know. There was a lot going on I feel like in Team Kevin Peraza, more guys stepped up than others.
Yeah, that's it.
Whereas, maybe with Team Jack Clark, everyone kind of held their own. So,
well, it's down to the judges. It's down to the judges, not down to us. Thank goodness it's not down to us. We need to take a breather for just a few seconds. We're going to have a little look at the Van's best trick highlights again, but join us very shortly because we are going to get the results rolling in. Let's see who's going to be Swatch 2025 Battle of Hastings champions. It is true nail-biting stuff. I'm anxiously waiting for these scores to come in.
Yeah, we're kind of sitting on pins and needles in here, not knowing what the judges have done, who's going to be the new champion here. Is it going to be Team Jack Clark? Is it going to be Team Kevin Peraza?
Have they done enough? Have they done enough? There's only one way we can find out. We're going to find out exactly the same time as you guys because we're going to hand over now to Daryl now, Andy's Ice. We're going to get the results. Let's see.
We're live. Live. We're live. We're live.
All right. riding around the world. Big shout out to all of you following us, Sebastian Henya and Chris Doyle, and calling on the action up, down, now with Andy Zeiss. It's been such an honor and pleasure being here. We got one of the best trophies. Please hold that up. These are our Moore Brothers Battle of Hastings champion. You can see that beautiful custom Jake Robbins vintage engineer welded trophy. Andy Zeiss, this is our 9th annual Swatch Battle of Hastings. 8 teams, 32 riders battled it out, looking to get the biggest chunk of our cold, hard cash. Andy, if you would have the honors to mention which team is going to get this beautiful trophy, please, brother.
Thank you very much, but before we do that, I'd like to one more time, without you guys up here, on the balconies, under the rafters, down here, the camaraderie, if this is one place on earth where BMX Freestyle Alive is alive, this would be the place in Hastings at the Source BMX Park. Thank you for coming out each and every year, supporting BMX, supporting all the riders, giving your energy. So please, let me hear it for yourself. Why are you laughing?
This is the best moment in BMX. This weekend is so special. It's never lost on me, Andy.
You know I like to stumble over my own words.
This is one of the most special events. If you haven't had a chance, please come here next year. We're going to be doing this again. The weekend is going to be the 8th, 9th, and 10th of September. Please come out, 2026. You're watching online. The invitation is extended to you. You can be up here banging on the rafters, having a celebration, having a party. That's what the two Moore brothers, Rich and Mark, had in mind when they started the Source. By riders, for riders. So Andy, with no further ado, would you please bring in our winner of the Swatch Battle of Hastings 2025 team?
My pleasure, brother. Please welcome your 2025 champion team, Team Kevin Peraza! Kevin Peraza, Boyd Hilder, Courage Adams, and Logan Martin! Here are your champions, one more time, Kevin Peraza! Shoey!
All right, big ups to Team Kevin Peraza. Andy, coming in second place above the other teams under Swatch Battle of Hastings 2025 is none other than Team Jack Clark!
Jack Clark, Justin Dowell, Joe Jarvis, and Garrett Reynolds. Second place, 2025, Source BMX, a Battle of Hastings. Boyd Hilder stealing the show. You know what happens when you have, oh shit, oh God. Yummy. We keep the party going, guys. We keep the party going. Last little shots here for the paparazzis. Does it burn? Does it sting in your eyes, Joe? Does it sting a little bit? All right. Third place at the SourceBMX Battle of Hastings. Please welcome Team Jordan Godwin!
Stu Chisholm, Alex Donachie, Rim Nakamura, and Jordan Godwin.
Here is your third place team, Team Jordan Godwin, with Jordan, Stu Chisholm, Alex Donachie, and Rim Nakamura.
Okay. We had a few other competitions going on throughout the weekend. This is the Riders Rider category.
We're back. Almost called me out then. There we have it. All hail Team Plaza. We wondered whether they were going to do it. They did it.
Yeah, the Avengers. The Plaza assembled a group of people to get it done, and they got it done.
Unreal. I mean, what do you guys think? Give us the comments. Why don't you finish it off by giving us some more comments? Let us know. Do you think it was Plaza? They got pipped to the post before. They got it this time. Team Plaza. There we go. Look at how close it was. 354.5, and then Clark at 344.25. And then big up to Godwin coming in third. Team Dove and Team Watts coming up in last place, but Team Fun coming up in last place.
Yeah, it's certainly been a great time watching all of these teams do their thing. And you see, it wasn't really a runaway with Peraza over Team Clark, so it was a close one. I mean, could Kevin Peraza have like really sealed the deal with that last big trick? It's something that we've never seen here before at Swatch Battle of Hastings.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who knows? I'm glad we didn't have to decide that. I'm glad it was down to the judges, but you could see how much it meant to all those riders. I mean, you know, Logan even being involved in a winning team at a competition like this, we know that'll mean a lot to him. I know he's used to winning big competitions, but this is different.
Yeah, I mean, another trophy on the mantle for Logan Martin, but I mean, I like to think that Boyd Hilder in that team was really kind of putting the team on his back. He put down 2 solid runs. He put down hammers in best trick. I think he might have really elevated the scores for his team. So you think about strategy and what goes into this. I mean, if I had a team, I'd invite Boyd just the same, but I think they all, did their thing. They represented the way that they ride, and it was certainly a lot of fun to watch.
Well, we really do hope you guys have had as much fun as we have, because we have had a lot of fun over the past few days. Remember, you can get yourself over to sourcebmx.com where you can watch all of these again. They'll also be flying out highlights, edits. You've just got to go over to sourcebmx.com and you can check that out. I'm going to use this time as well to thank all of the sponsors. It wouldn't happen without them. It is of course, Swatch Battle of Hastings, and we can't thank Swatch enough for being involved. We've had Marshall sitting alongside us, banging out the tunes all week as well. We'd like to thank them too. And then we've of course got Vans, we've got Monster Energy, BSD, Cinema, Fiend, Haro, King BMX, Odyssey, Profile, Shadow, Subrosa, and We the People. You know, this thing just doesn't happen on its own. You need that help. You need those sponsors. And we thank you so much. And finally, we want to thank you guys at home. You've been with us on the live feed all day. We want to thank everybody out in the main room who's bought a ticket and got down here. And if you've never been before, I implore you, get yourselves here next time. Hopefully we'll be here next time, Chris.
I certainly hope so.
It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine.
Pleasure's all ours. Thank you so much. This has been Swatch Battle of Hastings 2025. Peace out, love out. We love you guys. Thank you very much.